and he has one-liners.
So it's like
It makes perfect sense for Mad Max to be, you know, not really.
yeah, he's just kind of a guy.
He's a guy watching a situation in the wasteland.
Right. But
Blade's a guy.
Blade. Yeah, who the fuck? What fucking lame ass? And plus, like,
and he's a black guy. Yeah,
he's black. So if he was a white guy, then the sideline, no one would give a shit. But it's like, whoa, the only black male superhero that anybody actually gives a fuck about. Like, I'm sorry, Falcon. Like, nobody gives a fuck about Falcon. No offense to that guy. I'm sorry, but it's true. Do you disagree with me?
No, nobody cares about Falcon, even though he's Captain America now.
Nobody cares about Falcon.
There's nothing more emasculating than being given somebody else's superhero.
It's real. Like,
other black people in the chat, let me know if you disagree.
I don't know if they're here yet.
They're not.
I don't know
if
they've heard.
What are you implying?
I'm saying that black people.
They're gonna show up a few minutes late.
But no. What I'm suggesting is that black people do not see a ping on Discord and go, "I have to check this out right now." They're probably doing shit.
Black people in the chat, reveal yourselves.
Black people that post the P emote for an upside down B for black.
Yeah.
Alright, let me copy the link to the stream. For everyone who muted
Bing bong.
bot. And I will do that every single time. Without fail. I have an idea for a tier list today.
Oh yeah, I also have a time eating concept that was sent to me on Twitter today, so we
that's
can
good. Okay.
perhaps do both.
We should actually play that game that I sent you.
Which one?
About being a small man in a giant woman world.
Oh yeah. Why isn't that in VR?
At some point, we should just play like schlocky, horrible games. That would be fun.
We could be like two best friends.
Yeah, like two.
Like super two best friends playing.
Yeah, that would be awesome. McLovin619. First time chat. Let's go.
Let's go. It's time.
Shades of my favorite UFC fighter in the video game, Michael Buffer.
It's time! What a friggin' career that guy's had.
I mean, he figured it out, didn't he?
Yeah. You know what's even cooler about his catchphrase?
Huh.
Nobody says it with him. You
What
don't
do
watch
mean,
that. You don't watch that, and everybody's doing like the, and you can't teach that. When he says the same thing every time.
UFC fans don't like shit chant.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they're not fucking dorks.
They're not a bunch of losers. Like everybody says the Paul Heyman thing. You know, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I know what he's gonna say, so I'm gonna say it at the same time. It's like I
just like to participate.
We shouldn't hate that, right? Because like that's the backbone of our business. That's like
interaction,
audience participation.
But can the audience participate?
But at the same time, it is really corny. Like it is. It's very corny.
Well, it becomes a thing. It becomes a thing where you eat up because you know promo time is pretty hard to come by unless you're chosen, right?
Chosen.
And if you're not chosen, imagine eating up. How many minutes of in-ring promo have you had in your entire WWE career?
I think exactly. Well, if you count Saudi pay-per-views.
Yeah.
For 4 minutes. 4 minutes. If you don't count Saudi pay-per-views, 1 minute.
The first 2 minutes of every Paul Heyman promo is, "Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman," and like you know, like it's like the wealthy flexing on the poor.
What did you mean by that?
That you can just write off half of your promo time.
Oh, I see. People who are over and have catchphrases people know are flexing on us because they just say shit that everybody
Well,
wants
it's not
to say.
not even that. They just don't need to say anything new. Like, you've got like 10 minutes of promo time, and you're gonna spend 5 minutes not saying anything new. You're just gonna say one thing.
Well, okay. What do you think about like Road Dogg or Enzo when they do that shit?
It's like Road Dogg. Would you say
that's what
Road Dogg
people
was the
say.
first one?
Where
There was
crowd
like
would,
an extended promo that everybody knew all the words to?
an entire like fucking like 20
A
sentences.
soliloquy? Yeah.
Yeah. Was he the first guy to get an entire speech over? Yeah, probably.
I'd say he might be.
Yeah, I think so.
So I guess there's novelty in that.
Well, in the sense that when somebody like pays to go to the show and you come out, you better do it because that's
that's what they want to do. I mean, it's just like, if you want your slop, if you're
But
an
it is-
audience that wants to eat slop, then feed them the slop.
But like in the sense that it's tough because like if you choose to do that, you are going to trap yourself and box yourself. So that anytime you ever have a promo, you are going to have to do your shtick, or else people will be pissed, right?
Yeah.
You have to.
I guess the issue is somewhere within us, we desire to make Kino, but the audience doesn't want Kino.
Me and you, yeah. Well,
I think certain people, like, I don't know, not everybody, like, some people just want to give slop because the people want slop, right?
I think that
We want to make cinema.
I think that pro wrestling doesn't really have like a higher art.
But can't it?
Well, like any attempt at trying has come across as very pretentious.
That's true.
Like I remember.
Okay, maybe not.
Oh, we already started the stream. What happened to the opening?
I just skipped. It's a cold opening.
No.
We're doing a cold opening because we were having a good conversation.
We're not doing that Joe Rogan bullshit. We're not just segueing into the conversation. Play the goddamn opening. These people
play the OP.
Deserve to have their time wasted.
Zaun koku na tenshi no you ni shounen nushi ni nari nare. Oh, a sekai na 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 maru na naru demo thank you for subscribing, Specs and Spade. Don't you? It's Regina Bernie, Bibo, Biba, Boo, Boo, Bee. Shbabu, Bibo, Blade, Bibo, da da do 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 da da di da.
Bang 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 bang.
Babo, Bi, Babi, Bo, Babo, Bo, Babo, Bim, Babi, Bo, Babu. Oh, oh. Zaun koku na tenshi no sensei.
Don't stop.
That's the end.
No, there's another refrain.
Oh, you want the full version of the song that's got the
ha
hoo ha sarorero nani
Wow.
That's it. That's all I got.
I'm gonna try something. Ready?
Okay, what are you gonna try?
Wait for it.
Whoa, Mikey 718771.
No, I gave the gift.
Yeah, a benevolent God looked down upon you from heaven, from paradise, and chose you to be given a gift sub.
That's the first ever subscription I've ever done in Twitch. Ever.
Wow.
It just said, if you gift a sub, you'll be number one, and I want to be number one. So, chat, keep me there. Nobody gift a sub. Just like in Mario Party, I'm number 1.
No, this can't be happening.
I like winning. I love being number 1. I love being in first place.
Stop! Baja Blast for subscribing. Does that count? It's not a
You
gift.
son of a bitch. 47 months. No, I was supposed to start the hype train.
No, you got cucked. The van guy. Gosh dang it, subscribing with Twitch Prime for free, something that each and every one of you can do.
Can they actually do that if they have Amazon Prime?
If you have Amazon Prime, which you absolutely do because you need your toothpaste delivered the same day, you can subscribe to us on Twitch for free.
Okay, I know that Dr. Pimple Popper is a huge draw, so here's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
If we can get to level 4 of this hype train, I will pop this chest pimple.
I will vomit and perish
live on stream. I know that's a really good motivator for you guys.
You know what that would draw? That would draw the femoids. Women love that stuff.
Women watch that?
Yeah, that's for women.
Really?
Chat, if you're a femoid in the chat, tell me if you like watching pimples get popped.
It's funny you say femoid. I always thought it was femoid.
But it's a female.
I know, but it's like femme. Like when you, I don't
Feminine.
know.
Yeah, no, I guess it could go either way. I would say it would be femoid if it was 2 M's.
Femoid, I feel like it's like femur. You know what I mean? Like
a femoid is like it sounds like an alien.
See, chat's saying femoid. EMP Salty's saying femoid.
The answer is nobody actually said no. Smile BWR. Wait, who gifted it? Who gave them?
It was an anonymous.
An anonymous general manager.
Holy moly!
A new number 1. Masked Racer X.
Son of a bitch. You bastard.
Wow, I can't believe you got completely and utterly cucked on your own stream.
I've been cuckolded. And now we're close to level 4, which means I will pop this chest pimple. Which is the only chest pimple I have. I don't want any accusations, okay? Accusations!
Accusations? You're not going to beat these allegations, pal.
Someone in back. No, I don't have any pimples on my back. No, that's a lie. I gotta one-up him. Alright, what am I gonna do? I gotta give 6 subs. Femoid is a banned term?
Not on my stream. Allow! Thank you for the bits.
Oh, Carlos... I'm on the juice, alright. I'm on the Premier Protein Juice.
So, do you have difficulty with your poops?
Yeah.
You got thick protein poops that don't come out?
They come out. It's just like it takes me 30 minutes to get them all out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you take? Have you ever taken like a laxative, an anal suppository?
No, but I have taken.
You would never. You could never.
I've taken like I can't have anything up my ass.
You're too anal retentive, even if it's just a tiny pill.
Anything like huge things can come out, but nothing can go in.
Ms. Lesk. Thank you for gifting a sub, trying to get on the board, but you're going to have to play harder than that, pal.
The board?
The board.
The board of directors?
Yeah, I always felt like a suppository would be difficult. But it's really such a small thing. It's like you don't even realize.
Like an anal bead?
Yeah, no, it's not even anal bead size. Anal beads are like, Akuma necklace size.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about? Big old Akuma beads.
Yeah.
That's why. That's actually why he's so powerful, because he spends most of his time meditating in a mountain, edging.
Oh, Mizzle. No worries. Everybody, whenever they try to type my name, it autocorrects to Mansion. That's happened many times.
Mansion.
My wife has done it, so it's no problem. Mafi mushkila. I don't even know if that's proper Arabic, but that's what everybody said when I was a kid.
Maybe that slang has gone out of style.
Brennan, did I ever tell you a story about Whiteface, the Arabic promo where I said that I was gonna whiteface everybody?
Oh, that was a word that you said wrong.
No, I didn't even say it wrong. I said it right. But everybody made fun of me after, because I guess maybe it was like only a Saudi expression, so like the rest of the Arab world, or maybe it wasn't.
But that makes you more regional. Like that's like cool. That's a good old boy from Saudi. That's like y'all.
I'll tell this story, but we got to get to level 4. I'm not going to pop this pimple. We got 15% more to go. if you just give a couple of bits.
I feel like that's not incentive.
Everybody wants to see me pop this pimple.
Chat has not mentioned wanting to see this pimple
They
be
haven't
popped.
mentioned
There are
it
no
once?
femoids in the chat.
They haven't mentioned it a single time. Nobody wants to watch me pop this pimple. Chat, if you want to watch me pop this pimple, make some noise.
Give me a hell yeah.
Hey, give me a pop, yeah. Painfully silent.
No, you can do white. So here's the thing. Here's the thing with blackface. Okay.
Whoa. Okay.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing with blackface.
Wait, hold on a second. All right, now you can go.
Carlos, Carlos, thank you for gifting a sub. Here's the thing with blackface, and obviously, the blacks, we are not a monolith, so I cannot speak for all of us. However, blackface is offensive because
Stop right there. Stop right there.
Stop right there. Ice cold take. Blackface is offensive. Blackface is offensive because there is a historical precedent for shows that make a mockery of black people by minstrel shows, which are white people portraying black people as negative stereotypes. That's why it's offensive to do blackface, right? So that's an ice cold take.
Okay, now what's your hot take?
Here's my hot take.
All right.
I don't think you deserve to be keel-hauled because you wear like dark makeup as part of a costume. That's not the same as blackface. If you're not
trying to portray a black person
as a negative stereotype.
So if you, for example, wanted to be a chimney sweeper, and
not even that. Yeah. Obviously, white people, you should be allowed to be chimney sweeps.
You can be chimney sweeps.
You can be chimney sweeps.
Cover your face in soot and not have to worry about losing any employment opportunities.
There's nothing offensive about Robert Downey Jr. because it's like you're
it's making fun of people.
It's making fun of it's like a abstraction, right? You need to you're too zoomed in. Obviously, the character that Robert Downey Jr. in that movie in Tropic Thunder is playing is offensive.
Yes.
Because he is an unaware Hollywood guy.
Right.
That doesn't realize that what he's doing is wrong. It's a parody of how stupid celebrities are.
Yeah.
Right? So Robert Downey Jr. is playing a stupid character who is doing blackface, which is offensive.
But to be fair, it is okay, but it still would never happen.
It could never happen now. Yeah, you can't get away with it.
Yeah. No chance.
So when I was
Wait a minute.
Okay.
What about Tom Cruise? Isn't he technically? Didn't he do something?
He was in Fat Face.
Oh, okay, but that's okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Hold on. Let me. I might be. I'm not even gonna say anything about it. Hold on.
It was kind of. Yeah. I know what you're thinking.
I might be misremembering, but I think he wears a necklace. Oh no, it's just a gold necklace. Okay.
I don't think it was the Star of David. No.
I honestly thought it was. I honestly thought he was trying to like play a Weinstein type of character.
I mean, he was, but it wasn't that.
It wasn't supposed to be pointedly.
Yeah, exactly. He was
interpreted.
In a way, it was, but it wasn't like on the T-shirt.
It wasn't pointedly, right?
Yeah.
Well,
when I was a boy, I did a speech, and I was pretending to be Martin Luther King.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
That J guy says his character's last name was Grossman.
It's because he's gross.
Gross man?
He's a gross man.
Bradley Cooper doing the nose.
Bradley Cooper is what's the movie that he's in where he's got the nose? He's doing a biopic.
He plays Leonard Bernstein.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's got a prosthetic nose to look more like him.
Okay, so what's very funny is I'm looking at a side by side right now, and Bradley Cooper's prosthetic nose is much bigger than this guy's real nose. He did not have to go that far. And I'm looking at Bradley Cooper's real nose, not small. Like,
yeah, I saw that. I saw that somebody said that his nose was big enough as it is.
It's already pretty close to looking like his nose. He did not need a big ass beak. Like, what the fuck? That is a little bizarre. But I assume that they got permission from everybody.
Ixaverse, thank you for subscribing.
You didn't answer my question on Reddit. Here's $5. Ask your question right now.
All right.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. This is why we didn't answer your question, because we knew you'd come crawling.
We won't be intimidated by you. Okay, so I'm gonna pop my pimple unless we get to level 5 in 20 seconons. Then I won't pop my pimple. So if you don't want to see me
stop
pop my
him,
pimple, better donate.
Stop him! I'm gonna.
Right
Sierra, gift
now.
the subscription.
We're donating right now. You have 15 seconds. You guys have 15 seconds. I'm gonna pop it. I'm gonna pop it. I love it.
Hurry!
9, 7, 6, 5, 4.
100 bits? No, it's not enough! It's not enough!
All right, get ready.
They tried. Carlos, you tried.
The state of my chest hair. Good lord.
Oh, I haven't seen you like that since you first got signed.
I know. Well, getting fired, you don't really have a reason to shave.
Sierra, it's too late.
This is more like an ingrown hair than anything. Wait, hold on. I gotta take out this background.
Wow, this is great content. You ever notice how the inside of a throat is the same thing as the inside of a butt? Because it's the same. It's two sides of the same tube.
You have a uvula in your ass?
Yeah.
I don't think anything's gonna come out of this bad boy. I think there's just. I want to give my sub back. All right, is this enough for you guys? Oh, look how long the hair is. The human body's amazing.
I've got the most armpit hair right now that I've had in my life.
More than me?
No, I could never.
And this is kind of not grown out. I did shave my armpits at some point.
At some point since being fired?
Yes, because when we went to LA, I think I shaved my armpits before.
Thank you for the bits.
We were gonna swim.
So wait, you don't want to be seen with armpit hair ever?
No, I don't want to go out to a pool or a water park and have like a thick bush.
You're a man. Who cares?
Because okay, I think too much armpit hair is when your arms are closed and you can still see like a bush. That's too much armpit hair.
That's offensive. Disgusting. Yeah. It's
disgusting. And then all the deodorant gets matted in it.
Okay, so we've talked about this, right? Because there's women now are not shaving their armpits as much, which is fine.
You don't have to say now. I mean, it's been a thing before.
It's coming back. It's coming back.
And in the 70s, they didn't shave much.
They're women. They're doing the French thing. But
okay,
I don't like when I have armpit hair. So it's not
like the feeling.
Yeah.
But your body hair grows differently than white people's.
Well, I don't grow much body hair.
Armpit hair be like.
White people be like.
White people's armpit hair.
White people, poo 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 poo. Black people, doo doo doo.
Because your body hair is curly, right?
Not really. I mean, it's like it's thin and wispy.
I remember looking at your leg hair, going, "What the fuck?" It's like these little wispy, like curly.
Yeah, my leg hair is more like membranes.
No clue what you mean by that.
It's just, they're just like little. They're just like strands. They're not close. If you look at my leg now, it looks like I have no leg hair, right? You can't see leg hair.
I'll have to take your word for it.
Chat. Yeah, you can't see. But chat, if you look at my leg, it looks bare. There are small membrane-like hairs all over my body because I am a mammal. But otherwise,
what's your hot take on women's body hair? As if your opinion means anything, Brennan.
My hot take is I don't think anybody should have body hair.
Oh. Okay.
I hate your body hair. I find it disgusting.
Sure.
I used to be completely disgusted by Dijak's patch of back hair. When I used to room with Dijak and he'd take his shirt off, I'd look at his back hair and be like, "Ugh."
Like my snail trail?
No. It's not even a snail trail. It's like a snail garden.
That's a treasure trail. Is that what they call it where you come from, Kid Planet? Good Weird asks, question for you guys. My gimmick I'm working on requires me to wear jeans. What type of jeans did you guys wear as the models? Lululemon.
Yeah, Lululemon goes hard. They weren't jeans, though. Those were slacks.
Yeah. Ask Orange.
So here's I did wrestle in jeans for a bit. And the trick is, if you actually look, because every company that sells jeans will say what the jeans are made of, and obviously jeans are mostly cotton, but what you're going to look for is elastane. If there's elastane in the skinny jeans, then they are stretchy. So I have several pairs of skinny jeans that are basically like the same as pajamas. Like they will stretch like that.
Elastane of us?
Elastane of us.
And is that something?
The booty shorts were just those jeans, but then I cut them shorter.
The one that you used for maximum male models?
Yeah, those black ones.
No.
But yeah, Ambrose jeans are just pajama jeans. Like they're just they're more like sweatpants.
Dean.
Dean.
Give it to the people.
Give it to the people, Dean.
So the exit to get to my house from the highway is called Dean Road.
Yeah.
And,
Dean.
and my wife, every time we're driving and we come home, as soon as that sign comes up, I've always gone, Dean, give it to the people. And for the first time, like 6 months ago, we were driving home, and my wife just goes, Dean, and I go, what the fuck are you talking about? She was like, Dean Road. I was like, how the fuck do you know that?
When we did the escape room last week, which we got out as we always do.
Always get out. We're 100%.
When the kids were like, "Oh, we want to stay at Gigi's house, your mother-in-law's house," I said, "No, you should go to bed." And then Mia looked at me, and she was kind of like angry.
Angry.
She was kind of like thank you for the bits. She was she looked at me and she had this look of almost disappointment because she's like, Mansoor says that all the time. And I said, yeah, he got it from me.
Well, that's not true.
I know it's not true, but I said it to mess with her.
She's
and
probably disappointed because it means I've been cheating on her with my bits.
Exactly. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, is there's a certain intimacy that we have with each other.
Right.
That our wives can become jealous of, because
but your wife doesn't get jealous. My wife.
It's because she knows that I could never cheat on her with a man.
But I can.
Yes.
Why could I?
I don't know. Ask your wife.
I truly believe that my wife would get jealous, and she has, of my interactions with people who
with femoids,
with anyone who
with men,
even if. Yes, I'm sure she has. She's very, very jealous.
Ask your wife right now if she's she's asleep.
No, she's up. Well, let me text her. Are you up?
Are we too intimate, Mia?
I'll ask. I'm not a hairy twink. First of all, I'm 206 pounds, 6 feet tall. I'm not a twink. Okay. I'm a twink.
You're a twunk. You've evolved into a twunk.
Don't clip that. I'm only considered a twink when I'm standing next to a 6'7" fucking former NFL player.
Yeah.
All right.
I wish I was a twink.
I can't believe I have to allow the term twink in the chat. This is fucked up.
Yeah, twink is, you're a waif.
What is?
Hold on. Let's see. There's a chart.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find the chart. Twink.
Harem of femboys. No,
chart.
You don't understand.
Okay.
I can't beat these allegations. I already lost my entire fan base in my home country because of what I was made to do.
All right. I've got oh no, I lost you. Okay, there you are.
I wasn't made to do it. I was heavily suggested to do it.
Yeah.
I didn't have to do it. Actually, Vince told me, we'll get somebody else. We don't need you. I was like, oh!
He did say that when he called you.
Can I play it? No, I shouldn't play it.
It would be kind of base. What's he going to not rehire you? He doesn't even work there anymore.
But it's kind of a violation of privacy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it is illegal to record phone calls in some states.
But it's a voicemail. I didn't record his phone like it wasn't a phone call I recorded. It was his voicemail.
All right, so look at the stream. I've got a weapons triangle, and it's using Fire Emblem Three Houses characters as.
Okay, good, because I know those guys.
Yeah,
so
I know those guys too.
Okay. All right.
This doesn't feel. See, this doesn't feel right to me already because I'm looking at it and.
No, I'm seeing some
I don't
of
like
this
this.
stuff. First of all, the first thing that I see that is kind of fucking with me is that I don't see how that guy is a bearish hunk.
Bearish hunk. Who's the bearish hunk?
The little girl's brother or dad. Spoiler alert.
Oh, Bear. Oh no, wait, Bear.
Bearish hunk.
Bearish,
the green-haired guy.
Bearish Twink. Oh, bearish. Yeah, no. See, I don't buy any of that.
He's a bearish twink.
He's a bearish twink. Yeah, he looks like he's somebody who's experiencing twink death.
Like this guy, the bearish twink that they have is just a twink.
Yeah.
Like yes, I know he's he's in the red house, so I don't really know him.
I feel like this is headcanon. I want a different
hunkish twink, twinkish hunk. No, I would switch twinkish hunk and hunkish twink. I can't believe I forgot all these guys' names. I played that game for like months.
Okay, this is Final Fantasy based. Final Fantasy 7 based.
What is that? Oh, all of Final Fantasy?
It looks like 7 remake.
Is that a twink twunk for the Wojaks?
Twink twunk.
Good lord.
Okay, here's Team Fortress 2.
Oh, perfect.
That'll work, right? We get that. Yeah. We get that as a frame of reference.
Yeah.
Thank you for the bits.
I have hundreds of hours in that game.
So, obviously, the heavy is a bear. He's a Russian bear.
Yeah.
I don't think that's me. I'm not a bear.
No, you're not. You're
I'm
a
too
twinkish
hairless.
bear. You're a twinkish bear.
A twinkish bear? Okay.
Actually.
So,
yeah.
I've been told once that I was a twunk.
No, I don't think you are.
What is the difference between a twinkish bear and a
You're too big. You're huge.
But a hunk feels big to me.
A hunk is not necessarily big. A hunk is just like a hunk. Like a hunk is a top that isn't necessarily big. A hunk doesn't have to be muscular and jacked or tall. A hunk can just exude top energy.
Chad energy? Oh, so I'm disqualified.
so
Chat, any gays in the chat? Type G. Help us out here.
You're obviously a bottom, so you're gonna be closer to twink, but you're huge, so you're probably a cub or a hunkish twink or a twinkish bear.
A cub feels like cope for a little guy who works out.
But it's true though, because like there are people who look like twinks but exude a masculine aura that would enable them to be hunks.
But that doesn't make you a bear.
No, that's why it's hunk. That's why there's a third category. HBK is a twunk.
HBK is okay. Is there a wrestling one? Is there a wrestling?
There
twink?
should be.
There has to be.
Should we make it, or will we get canceled or sued?
Surely we won't.
I mean, I disavow.
We're just classifying human beings.
I wash my hands of this. Well, it complicates things when you get into people who might actually be, not straight.
No, this is just based on looks.
Okay,
I don't think it's a gay. They're gay community terms, but they're not. I don't want to keep scrolling on Google and accidentally get something. Oh.
Good weird. Good weird keeps giving bits and asking questions about jeans.
What was the question about jeans?
How much elastane should the jeans have exactly? And anything like, what do you mean 40% elastane?
No,
like,
it's not going to be 40. It'll honestly be like 2 to like 5% elastane, and then the other one is I forget what the other one's called. But usually, if it's got elastane in it, it's got this other thing in it, and it also sounds stretchy.
Or are we moving on from the
No,
book?
I'm trying to find a better one.
It's not going to be...
Twink alignment chart.
Just do a plain one, and we'll imagine wrestlers' faces on it.
No, I don't know. I don't know well enough to be able to decide. I need something with good examples, you know?
No, I figured it out. I got it. I speak for the community.
Oh, here's lawfully femme, neutral femme.
Lawfully femme?
Lawfully neutral, too
Neutral
neutral, chaotic neutral, lawfully mask.
What in the world? I had a friend in college who would definitely know what all this was about.
Yeah, I'm on the outskirts of this. I'm on the outside. I'm looking
I'm
on.
looking around. I also like giving money to 2 unemployed people. Appreciate the help. Well, you don't have to rub it in, good weird.
But keep giving us money.
Oh, dude, yes, we are unemployed. Kuyo Omega just got here. Why is there a colorful triangle? Well, boy, do I have a story for you. This is sort of like the Twink alignment chart.
See, okay, this is
Why is Queen Elizabeth MC Ryan?
No, this is one of those like sandwich alignment charts, you know, where it's like a radical it basically like a like radical chaotic radical sandwich alignment is like a taco is a sandwich.
Oh, okay.
Or like a pizzone is a sandwich or something like
MC
that.
Ride. How's MC Ride a twink?
This is like if you're declaring somebody a twink and it's based on your own opinion. So if you are a radical sexuality, like okay, so sexuality and aesthetics. Aesthetically,
oh, I see what you mean. I see. I'm reading it now. I understand what's going on.
Aesthetically, the two like okay, James Charles is definitely a twink, right?
Okay.
That's a pure twink.
Pure.
That is pure, unbridled twink.
How much of a twink is John Blood? He's a cub. I think he's a cub. Based on my interactions with him. Why is everyone being mean today? Who's being mean?
Who's being mean?
These aren't insults.
We're just trying to learn.
It's just a fact of life.
That's just a fact of life.
ROH Pure Twink Champion. Butter Chad says it's the first time chat or they say, "Hey Mace, I loved you since day one ish. Can I call you puppy?" Is that a sex thing?
What did you mean by this?
Yeah, what do you mean by that? You'll have to expand upon.
You can call me whatever you want for a wealthy donation.
Wealthy donation. Wait, is this the time waster you were talking about?
No, that wasn't it. That just came up. I honestly, we got, Sierra asked me, was like, are you guys streaming tonight? I was like, yeah. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't
know. We also gotta tell like 2 stories so that CM Punk can make our videos.
Oh yeah, that's a good. Well, are we out of stories for?
Are we already out of stories that we can?
No, for Origins, like in the previous streams.
If we have, I don't remember, and I'd have to go back and like comb through, and I don't want.
Have you told the story? Have you told the story of when Vince called you for not being on the stick?
Oh boy, I guess I haven't told that story.
No, you just alluded to it earlier today, and that's a good story.
I did. Okay,
it's a great story.
Okay, chat. You want to hear the story about when Vince called me?
At what time? Like 11?
I was like. Maybe it was like 1 a.m. Okay.
Because Vince don't sleep.
No, he don't. Well, actually, he was in a meeting. All right, I'll tell the story. Okay, so let me give some context. This isn't all gonna fit in the TikTok, but whatever.
So to start, we were just given the gimmick of the maximum male models, correct?
Well, okay, hold on. There's still more context that needs to be.
Even more context?
Yeah. Okay. Imagine you're me. Okay.
Be me.
Be me. Imagine the only guaranteed spot you've ever had on TV is the shows in Saudi Arabia, because of your heritage, and because you're capable enough to actually put on matches there. You know, decent matches, some better than others. Okay, you just had your match.
One of them was great.
One of them was great, and one of them
One
in
of them
my
was
opinion,
good.
was very good. I thought it was very. I thought if we had more time, it would have been just as good.
I
as
thought
the
you and
Cesaro
Ollie
one.
was good.
I
It was
thought
the only one that had a
really good.
story.
It was the only one that had a story. Yeah, going in. Yeah. We just had that match, and we actually found out right before we left for that show that we might have been on the pre-show. And I remember being like, "Oh, that's interesting." Obviously, like I don't want to complain about that because I'm at such a low level in the company. But Adil was pissed.
You take you take whatever scraps you could get.
Adil was like, "Really? Like he's on the pre-show. The Saudi guy is on the pre-show."
Adil actually
And,
took it as like a slight against him because he was like, everybody else got him onto the main show, but I get put on the pre-show because he's having a match with me.
But to be fair, I think in retrospect, that was not the reason why we're on the pre-show. I think it's because of what I'm going to tell you later. So after that happens, I'm like, okay, like I got the win. We will go back to SmackDown. I get another match with Ali. It went well. Actually, here's
Larry in the chat, a TikTok 3-parter. That actually might be groundbreaking.
all these stories have like spin-off stories. Okay, so the match with Ali happens, and then at the end of the match, the Saudi, sorry, a deal happens, and at the end of the match, the Olympic silver medal winning because he knocked out the other guy, so he lost. He lost because he
what a great way to lose.
Guy. I know. He would have gotten a gold if he didn't knock him out cold. Comes out. I'm sorry that I forgot his name, but he comes. He's a nice, great guy.
Fake.
He comes out very slowly, gives his big Undertaker entrance, kicks Adil in the head, knocks him out. Well, not for real, but you know, we raise each other's hands, yay! And here's my like sort of expectation because when I had my match with Cesaro, I had that match and I got to the back, and fucking everybody was like, yeah! Fucking Vince got up, fucking shook my hand, fucking brought me in for a hug. You did a great job. That was excellent.
It's because they thought you were a child that they pulled off the street and
thought I was
put
a
in the
street
ring.
Rat.
They were like, they thought you were Snooki and you actually had a good performance.
They thought essentially that like, I was Snooki.
Imagine if they put Snooki in that WrestleMania match and then like she actually knew how to work a little bit. They'd be shocked.
It essentially was like, you know, the reaction when a celebrity has a match and everybody gets blown away because they rehearsed it for fucking 3 months and it's not bad. So
no,
it's like, wow,
they're real wrestlers.
Anyway, not to throw shade at any celebrities. So actually, before the match with Cesaro or Claudio Fedcheck, the Hurricane was my producer. And he kept coming up to me like, dude, I don't know what's going on, but everybody's on my ass about this match. Vince was yelling at me saying that we should have came to the ring last night and rehearsed this match and choreographed it. And I was like, does he know that I have wrestled before? And he was like, I don't think so. So Hurricane was looking at me and was like, dude, this better be a damn good match or else my ass is on the line. I was like, I got you, Shane. I got you, Sugar Shane.
And then you said, stand back.
So we had our match. Fucking, we came back. It was awesome. Of course, Claudio carried my ass. We get to the back. Johnny Ace is so happy. Vince is super happy. I feel like I'm on cloud 9. And then flash forward to the Ali match. I come back. There's Johnny Ace. He's fucking clapping. I go, oh, thanks, Johnny. He goes, not you. And he goes up to the karate guy and shakes his head. I was like, oh, what the fuck?
He deserves it. He made me realize that they had black people in Saudi Arabia. That's big for me.
Yeah, right. You're right. And that's not to say Johnny was an asshole to me. He's actually
Johnny was actually like up there in terms of fans of both of us.
I know that he has a lot of enemies, and I know that a lot of people are not fans of him.
I have no enemies.
From a professional perspective, he was very, he was kind of a supporter of ours.
And this was before we were even together. He kind of just supported us both separately.
And I mean, it may have been like a political play. Who fucking knows? Because we weren't anybody's boys. And he like Johnny is one of those guys who really values like age. Like he likes to push young talent, and he likes to push talent who's worked in Japan.
But,
He
yeah.
loves guys who worked in Japan.
Well, he likes potential, and he likes guys that did the same thing as him.
Right, exactly.
So
Hey,
he
Major
likes
Payne,
like a young, good-looking guy, or like
Bren,
you know.
I think the porn bots have followed you to Twitch.
No.
Major Payne, hey cutie pie, I've been waiting for you. I've wanted.
This
to
is
talk
the
to you for a
porn bot.
while.
Why do they comment on everything I say but not
All
you?
your tweets have the porn bot.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Do I attract them?
I have no clue.
Don't
What did
ban
you
Major
mean?
Payne. That's
Major Payne.
it's
you're
not a porn bot.
Major Payne, say something right now that proves you're not a porn bot. Say something only.
That's evidence enough for. No, you just
unban
unban them. WDW.
Crazy
They just said they're not a porn bot.
Lord, Major Payne, we're giving you one chance to prove you're not a porn
Prove
bot.
your humanity.
Say, I'm a silly lol dude. I could see a porn bot saying that.
No,
Major Payne,
that's kind of.
Say something about yourself that a porn bot could not say. Now. Do it. No? You're not beating the allegations. You're not.
What's the replicant test? Interlinked. Interlinked. Cells within cells. Interlinked. A hand holding a hand. Interlinked. Two lovers locked in an embrace. Interlinked.
Remember when Johnny Ace tried to bring in Morishima, comparing him to Terry Gordy when Gordy's shoot son was in developmental? That's hilarious. Yeah, Johnny Ace was a big fan of Morishima. Fuck, what's it? Takeshi? I think his name was Takeshi.
Takeshi 6ix9ine?
Because I vaguely remember booking in EWR stable with Takeshi Morishima called Takeshi's Castle. It was like him. It was like him, Kenta, and Marufuji. Anyway, where the fuck was I going with this story?
I don't know. You jumped to 3 different Saudi shows, and
it's
completely unusable as a clip.
Johnny Ace. Well, I'll get the clip part. Johnny Ace goes to congratulate the karate guy, and I go up to Vince, and I say, "Hey, sir, was there anything I could do?" I say the same thing I always say to him, to Hunter, whoever. I say, "Hey, sir, was there anything that I could improve on? Anything you noticed that I could do better?" And Vince looks at me and goes, "Nope, you did great." And I remember, I don't know why, I must have been high on like adrenaline or something. And I looked at him and I went, "Bullshit."
Oh, Major Payne just proved that they're not a robot because they were gifted a sub.
Oh, great. And he looked surprised and he was like, no, I mean, it was good. And I went, "Oh, okay." And I walked away.
That's actually kind of base that you said that. I feel like
I don't know why I said bullshit. I don't know why I said that. I think like part of me was like, there's like, he always has something to say, right?
Well, and no, it's like, if he has nothing to say, he doesn't have any interest. Like if you got yelled at, by him, it's better than just getting like
Yes.
Because like what you'd get sometimes is you'd have a match and then you'd be like, "Anything, sir?" And you'd just be like,
"No." And I think like sometimes it means he didn't even watch it.
Right, which he didn't. He didn't watch a lot of things. He actually spent a lot of time on like his phone during shows.
Yeah, I think he was. I think he was probably playing like Mafia Wars or something. Like
I don't know what I don't think he's not freaking like some other people who are always on Twitter the entire time.
No, there's no way he's on social media.
He's not on social media. He doesn't care.
I'm pretty sure he's playing Cup Pong on the iPhone games message app.
One time I saw him, he was on the phone, he was texting the Saudi prince. I was like...
Yes, I do remember that. Yeah. So I was mad because, when Vince usually says nothing about your match, it means he didn't care. And that would make sense why he didn't care, because that match was going to be on the pre-show. And I feel like the only reason it wasn't is as a nicety to me, maybe. Or maybe a deal complained and they were like, whatever.
It's probably
because we were put on after the hottest match of the show, which was the Hell in a Cell with Edge and Seth, which was like a 5-star fucking one of the best Hell in a Cell matches of all time. And I remember watching that going, "Wow, we're fucked." But shockingly, we were not fucked. Shockingly, I got a good reaction despite butchering the Arabic language a week prior.
They didn't watch the show.
No, actually, okay. I'm gonna tell this whole story for CM Origins. Okay.
Oh.
All right, this is the alcoholic story. Most of you guys have probably heard this already, including you, Brennan, like 20 times.
Like a million times.
But this is the clean audio cut for the fucking TikTok. So pretend like you're hearing this for the first
Everybody
time.
pop huge. Peas to pop.
Pop huge for this story. I'm feuding with Ali.
A deal. Fed check.
Fed check. A deal. And it's the final Raw, the go-home show before Crown Jewel. And I finally get a live microphone to speak my mind and cut a fiery promo on my rival, my greatest rival. And so they ask me the day of, they say, Mansoor, we'd like you to cap off your promo with some Arabic that we can then play in the arena for the Saudi fans. I say, perfect.
And we think you can do it because we've been paying for you to have Arabic lessons for the better part of 3 years.
Yep, they have been doing that. So I put together a little Arabic promo that basically went, أنا أوريك يوم الخميس من برجال وبجلدك يرخمة.
Wow.
Which basically means I'm gonna see you on what was it? Thursday, I think. Yom el Khamis. This is very embarrassing.
Say it again. Say it again for the clip.
Yom el Khamis. Hold on. Any Arabs in the chat? I think that's Thursday. Is that Thursday? I need. Is it Thursday? Thursday in Arabic. Khamis. Yes, I was right. Okay, thank
Hummus?
you. No, not hummus.
There's 3 words that are way too close in that language. And they could be completely different things. Hamis, Hamas, and hummus.
So I was supposed to say, أنا أوريك يوم الخميس من برجال وبجلدك يرخمة, which means I'm gonna see you on Thursday. You're not a man, and I'm gonna kick your ass, you coward.
Come Thursday. I love that idea.
But what ends up happening is I get the mic, I cut this fiery English promo. Surprisingly, the crowd's behind me. I'm like, okay, I really hope that when I start speaking Arabic, they don't start booing. And I start talking. I say, "Ana أوريك يوم الخميس." Okay, first part, got it. And then I just in my head, it just all gets jumbled, and I screw it up, and I end up going like, "Ya khamar." And basically, what that means is I was confusing the word yarkhama with hamar, which means donkey. And what ended up being said was khomar, which I guess is slang for alcoholic.
Which, in a way, is quite the insult to a Muslim brother.
So I'm just screaming at Ali that he's down in whiskey and liquor.
That was your CM Punk Jericho promo.
Yeah, that he's just throating Jack Daniels. He's a fake Muslim, and that was the basis of the feud. And I remember
that's way better than what it was.
I remember going out ad in the middle of the story. That's so funny.
If you were subscribed, you wouldn't have this problem.
So what ended up happening is, okay, so I'm nervous before I go out in the show. I'm like, oh God, is the Saudi crowd gonna boo me because I butchered that Arabic promo? I go out, I get a great reaction. I'm really happy. I'm like smiling, and then I look over, and there's a guy with a sign, and in Arabic it says "Khomad," and he's pointing at me laughing. I'm like, God damn it.
So, Adil speaks multiple languages, right?
I don't.
Because I remember the story he told about Jinder and...
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so, hey, full disclosure.
We love Raj.
We love Raj very much.
We adore Raj.
But it was very funny because we had like a 6-man tag where it was like me, Adil, Jeff Harvey versus Indusher. And I think like Adil was like, can you please just bump off this? Like he was trying to do like a top rope dropkick or something. And Veer is coming.
He's come. Did he ever come?
And Veer was like, I don't know if I should bump because I'm so big. He's not. That's not like to say that he's that kind of guy. It's just that's how the PC teaches you. And Adil was like, please just bump. And Jinder said in like Hindi, don't bump. Adil was like, you know I can understand you, right? Like, I'm half Indian. We all had a big laugh about it.
It's
but
so funny.
He also speaks Urdu. I think that's the language he speaks, because he doesn't quite understand Arabic, but he has
But
read the
it's
Quran.
like Brazilian to Portuguese and Spanish
Right,
kind of thing.
it's a similar language, but the Quran is in Arabic, so all Muslims, in a sense, like know of Arabic. It's just that they don't like know how to speak it. You know what I
Right,
mean? Because
yeah.
all Muslim prayers are in Arabic. But
In a way, it's like me with anime.
in the sense that you know Japanese phrases because you watch anime.
Yeah.
Because Boku no Pico is your Quran.
Yeah.
I think that's a bad example to use. Isn't that like a pedophile anime?
Yes. Why did you say?
I don't know. It's like the most famous.
No, it's not
like,
it's not a. No, you're thinking Boku no Hero Academia.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. I thought that.
No, Boku
Wasn't
no
that-
Pico isn't a pedophile anime. It's a yaoi anime.
Oh, okay. I thought it was an underage kid.
He might be, but I think the other boy is underage too. I think they're
Okay,
both
'cause
in high school.
It was a meme that whenever somebody asked for the source of an anime, you would
Source
say
Boku no Pico, yeah.
Yeah.
Boku
My
no
ads
Pico de
ended-
Gallo.
My ads and the Q son of our. No, all the stories we tell, the only way we're only gonna tell stories during ads.
Yeah.
And the only way you can hear them is if you subscribe.
Yeah, subscriber
So you
only
better
stories.
Subscribe. That's right. You're
That's
gonna
part
get
of the
9
OnlyFans
ads.
subscription. But you know how else you can get the stories is if you buy my T-shirt. Link posted by a Janny.
What are you talking about? How is buying your T-shirt gonna get the stories?
Don't make them ask questions.
Do you have stories on the back of your T-shirts?
Yeah,
That could be cool.
like the Quran.
Wasn't there another story I was supposed to tell?
I don't know where this tangent started.
Oh, right, the voicemail.
Oh yeah,
So basically,
Vincenzo Kennedy McMahon.
after having the match with the Deal, formerly known as Mustafa Ali, I'm not on TV for a while. I tag occasionally with Cesaro, but he quit. So I think he realized that tagging with me was the
bottom of his career. That was the
low
last
point of his-
straw.
And he was eating the pins. He was like, "This is fucked. I gotta get the fuck out of here." So he leaves, and I got nothing. And I'm pitching. I'm desperately pitching stuff. I remember pitching becoming the Arabian Falcon, and I had a whole report dossier with concept art of gear. And I said, Vince, here's my idea. I'm gonna come to the shows with a trained falcon on my arm, and kind of like Sting, like I'm gonna be in the stands like a mysterious figure. And he was like, "Oh, a falcon, huh?"
I like animals.
He looked at me and he said, "What does a falcon sound like?" And I go,
This was what you trained for. This is why you were a bird of war.
"What does a falcon sound like?" And he said, "Yeah, what sound does a falcon make?" And I just looked at him and went, "Ah! Ah!" And he said, "Oh, like a hawk." And I was like, "Yeah, like a hawk."
I don't even know if that's accurate.
I don't know either.
Do falcons call?
I got no fucking clue. MGS dialogue. Snake.
What does
sound
a
does
falcon
make?
sound like?
And I remember him looking at me and saying, "Could you go to Falcon training school?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll go to Falcon training school. I'll find one in Florida."
He was actually
said-
interested enough to tell you to look up different falcon different pinpoint different spots in the United States where you could get a falcon.
He said to me, "Can you find a place to rent a Falcon in every state?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I could do that." And then I remember walking away from the conversation going, "Is he fucking ribbing me?" Like, how the fuck am I gonna find a Falcon to rent in every fucking state? How am I gonna find a Falcon to rent in
He wanted you to
Missoula,
find
Montana?
the Falcon Tiger King in Montana.
Yeah, there was a Falcon sound at the start of my song because the Falcon, if I remember correctly, is the national bird of Saudi Arabia. There are falcons that are sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's a very prestigious, high-class hobby. Actually, my family lineage has falconer training, and I
I
told him
thought you were going to
to
say you had falcon blood.
we were crossbred. We have falcon genes inside of us.
My people,
actually,
if you
let me
go
see
back
what-
far enough into the Fey wilds, you can find the Al-Shehails bred with the falcon Fey.
Actually, Al-Shehail is Arabic for falcon blood.
Is it?
I don't know if you knew that.
No,
No,
it's
it's not. Let me see if I can find this concept art.
Al-Shehail is like by the river or something.
No, it means the brown-eyed.
Oh, so your last name is asshole?
No, it's not. It means we have.
The brown eye. That's an anus.
It's because of our striking eyes. We have
that actually makes
eyes.
a lot of sense that your name is Mansoor asshole.
No, that's not what it is, and that's an insult to my lineage. Michael Cole explained to us how important Falcons were. Just, oh yeah, I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. I'm sure they did. Don't talk about Saudi shows, okay?
you just made him actually sad. I hope you're happy.
I don't want to talk about any Saudi shows that I'm not on. All right. All right. Where's this thing? When did I do this? 2021? Must have been.
Heel Souls, is that like the Dark Souls of heels? Thank you for the gift subs. 5 gift subs, putting him on the leaderboard. That's
checking
big.
In.
I love that idea.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I can't find it.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the concept art of me as the Falcon, the Arabian Falcon, Mansoor.
Oh, I thought you were gonna look up our theme song that they took off of iTunes.
Oh, that makes me so sad. The other day, I legit was like, I'm gonna try and listen to the Maximum Models theme.
You know what's even worse? It's not even that you couldn't find it when you were looking for it. It's that my kids have a phone that they just listen to music on, and it has access to my iTunes. And they have a bunch of songs that they like to listen to. And one of them is the Maximum Male Models theme song. They like to listen to the Maximum Male Models theme song every once in a while. So
sad.
My daughter tells my wife, she says, Mommy, the Maximum Male Models song doesn't work anymore. And she was like, what do you mean? And she's like, when I click on it, it says that this song is no longer available in our country.
Sad.
And I was like,
very sad.
Yeah, that checks out.
They remove all ex-WWE wrestler songs, but not Ryback.
But not the Ryback.
Philly771. I'm now imagining Manny having 2 weeks of Falcon training school. He arrives first day to the arena with the Falcon, and during his entrance, the Falcon just takes off and never comes back. All right, so this was the concept art.
Oh, that's
the Arabian
cool.
Falcon. I sent him
How'd you do that? Who did that?
Adam Riches. He's awesome.
Is that somebody you went to, or that wasn't Creative Services?
No. I went to him and I said, "Hey, I'm gonna show these pictures to Vince." Here's another one. This one's a little more avant-garde.
Oh, that's kind of zesty. That's kind of giving. It's a little Maximum Male Model.
It's giving Maximum Male Model. Because I wanted to fully transform into a mysterious Hayabusa Great Muda type character.
Oh. But let me see if I can find my concept art.
Oh, your executioner.
My executioner.
Yeah. You should still make that gear. I've already got new gear.
Did you get new gear, or did you
No, I have gear that I was going to wear.
Yeah.
At a Saudi show, but then I became a Maximum Male Model, so I've just had it in my closet for 2 years. But it's fucking sweet, so I'm gonna wear it. You can't buy any of the TNA songs. Yeah, that does piss me off. Third Degree Burns isn't on Spotify, which really sucks because I really like the prelude songs to Abyss, Jeff Jarrett, Samoa Joe. It's like dun 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 dun.
It was like their leitmotifs.
It was their pre-boss battle music, when you're in the dialogue in Persona 3, you're about to fight Nyx. While you're looking for that,
this isn't the Executioner, but this is Animace.
Is that the Goku one?
Yeah. They actually drew mine. It was really cool.
Put it close.
Yeah, okay. My webcam is actually not close, so I need to move.
Lurch forward.
No, it's actually 10 feet away.
Walk to the webcam.
That's the gear that I had made. Like, I actually had this gear. But they wanted to be like a anime Ultimate Warrior. But for some reason, they were really high on me having shorts.
To show your ass.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Duh. I like that red one.
The red
Ooh,
one's,
that one's
yeah, it looked like a
cool.
Final Fight character.
Holy shit.
This was like the straight JRPG protagonist.
That's really cool. There's so many.
It looked like Titus.
There's so much concept art that looks so awesome, and it'll just never see the light of day.
Nobody would ever know unless we had a stream.
Instead, they told you were going to be a male model, and you had to wear a full suit in the ring, including a jacket.
Yep. All that work.
Vince wanted us. Oh my god. All right, I'm finally going to tell the story.
Tell the story. Finish the story.
I go to Johnny Ace and say, Johnny, I don't really know what to do. I feel like I'm spinning my wheels here. And he says, kid, what you got to do is get yourself out of this box that you're just a Saudi guy, okay? We got to find out what you're going to be. I don't know, like a mad scientist or something. I was like, yeah, fine, I'll be a fucking mad scientist.
Why did he go with mad scientist?
I said, Johnny, like, if I can be, I didn't even know that was an option. I will be anything you guys ask me to do, okay? I'm a trained fucking actor. I'll be a goddamn mad scientist. I don't give a shit. He was like, great. Okay, I'll go talk to Vince. What ended up happening is Brennan is designated as the maximum male model, but Vince wanted a tag team. So I got selected. Pretty much, they had no clue we were even friends. They didn't even know.
Yeah, we actually went up to Vince. We went up to Vince and we were like, hey, are you aware that like we're best friends? We go on like vacation cruises together. And he was like, no. That's great.
No clue. He's like, oh, you guys have great chemistry.
He was right.
Oh, and we did, and that was the big issue. Anyway, he tells me I'm going to be a maximum male model. Actually, it's funny. I didn't know for sure I was going to be a maximum male model. I just had an inkling, right, Brennan?
Yeah.
Like, we kind of knew maybe it was going to be me, but we weren't sure. So just in case, I filmed like this big pitch. And I go in with my wife's iPad because I didn't want to show him on a little phone screen. I wanted to show him on the big screen. And I walk in with an iPad ready to show my pitch. And I sit down and Vince says, put that shit away. I put the iPad away. He says, listen, you're not going to be the Saudi guy anymore. Obviously, because I neglected to mention to you guys, I wasn't on the Saudi show. I wasn't on Elimination Chamber. I thought I was getting fired. Let's rewind. Week after week after week leading up to Elimination Chamber in my hometown of Riyadh. I'm like, oh, what's going to happen? Am I going to get a build to this next match? Until it was the week before. It was the last SmackDown before Elimination Chamber in Saudi Arabia. And I find out I'm in a tag team match. It's me and Drew Gulak versus Shanky and Jinder. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll wrestle Jinder in Saudi. And they were like, it's a dark match and Shanky's pinning you. And I was like, I'm fired. It's over. I'm going to get fired. Over. It's so over. And I remember going up to Vince during the show because he was super busy. I couldn't get a hold of him before the show. During a commercial break, I go up to Vince and I say, hey, sir, do you mind if I talk to you? He turns off all the monitors in Gorilla, shuts them all off, turns up all the volume. It's dead silent. Looks at me and he goes, what? I'm like, holy shit, I'm screwed.
It's so over.
I say, sir, I just found out that I'm not going to Saudi. I want to know if there was anything I could have done to perhaps be more of an asset to you so that I can, be more successful in the future. He goes, you don't have to wrestle at every Saudi show, okay? And I go, yes, sir, okay. And leave. And everybody's looking at me like I'm a dead man walking. You've done it now. I'm like, that's it, I'm fucked. So the next week I go with this pitch. And I go and I sit down in his office with my iPad, my wife's iPad, actually. And I'm getting ready to show him a pitch for my new gimmick. Actually, it was a precursor to the answer. It was a motivational speaker gimmick. And as I'm getting ready to show him, he says, put that shit away. I go, okay. He says, you're going to be a male model. And this is my vision for you and ma.ce. You're going to be male models. You're going to be fashion icons. I go, okay, yeah, sure. Sounds good. We go home and a writer, in case you didn't know, every wrestler is assigned a writer that they're essentially a creative liaison. And a writer says, can you boys take pictures of yourselves in all of the nicest clothes you have and try to get it to me as soon as possible?
Oh, we're finally getting to the story.
And Brennan, what did you do?
I immediately dropped everything I was doing. I used my kids as camera people, and I took pictures to send to Vincent Kennedy McMahon, who had requested those images of me in fashionable clothes. What did you do, Mansoor?
I was not so prompt because I just happened to have found out that my wife was pregnant with our first child. So I was a little, out of sorts. I was distracted. You don't think it's that big of a deal? You don't think it's that big of a deal?
I've done it like 4 times.
So I didn't get him any pictures right away. I waited a day, and then the day passed, and I was at the gym at 11 p.m. My wife's asleep. My pregnant wife is asleep, and I get a call from Stanford. It's a Stanford number. I don't know who it is. I don't pick it up because
it's
say,
over. You're washed.
I am not going to pick up this number. I'm not going to pick up this call. I am not going to get fired.
You were doing the JTG school of
I am not going to get fired while I'm at 24-hour fitness while my pregnant wife is sleeping at home. I'm not doing this right now. I finish my set. I get a voicemail. I pick it up. Who's it going to be? Johnny Ace? John Cone? I don't know. Who's it going to be?
Bruce.
TR? Pick it up. Mansoor, it's Vince. I'm getting word that you're not fully invested in this maximum male model character. Gonna need you to get on the stick. This is a great opportunity. I heard that you're not all in.
This is word for word, by the way, because we've listened to this message 1,000 times.
It says, I heard that you're not fully invested. I heard you're not all in.
I need you to get on the stick.
This is a great opportunity. If you don't want it, let us know. We'll give it to somebody else. I'm like, oh, shit. I fucked up big time.
It's not that somebody snitched him. It's that he didn't do what he wanted. Here's
what I think. They're at a creative meeting. This was at a creative meeting, by the way. They used to go until 2 a.m.
Yes.
These meetings.
Because this call was late.
And, I didn't know it was during a creative meeting. I thought Vince was just calling me. But then the next day, I find out when I go to work, TJ is like, hey, Manny, did you know that we all heard you? When you called Vince back? I was like,
you're on the speaker.
We love TJ.
Tell him about the power move that you tried to pull because you didn't answer.
God, I'm such a fucking
Thank you for subscribing, Lex Luger in Fubu. That's a great name.
That's a great name. I heard you're not in full gear. It feels like you're not betting on this gimmick. You're not double or nothing. So I hear that voicemail where Vince is basically telling me that I'm not committed and that he's offended, and I'm like freaking out. I'm like, that was
because Ma.ce is all in. He said Ma.ce.
He did say Ma.ce. Holy shit, he did say. He said, I heard you're not all in. Ma.ce certainly is.
Ma.ce certainly is. Maybe Brennan, soon, Vince.
This smug motherfucker is like, well, you should have gotten it in, Manny.
Maybe you should have sent the pictures.
So I'm like, okay, fuck. What do I do? I need to call back right now. And keep in mind, like, obviously I know this was a stupid thing to do. But at the time, I'm thinking, okay, I can't call back in a panic because then I'm going to look weak, right? So I need to call back as if I didn't hear the voicemail. I'm just going to call back as if I just saw the missed call and pretend like I don't know who it is on the other line.
Yeah, smart.
So I'm sitting on the bench doing my incline dumbbell presses. And I call the number back.
Well, sorry, I missed your call. I was just bench pressing 500 pounds.
And I'm thinking, okay, whoever picks up, and I know it's going to be Vince, I have to pretend like I don't know it's him. Because obviously I don't know who called me. And when he answers, he goes, hello? So obviously it's fucking Vince. But I have to pretend. I'm like, hi, is this WWE? Is this somebody from WWE? And he goes, yeah, it's Vince McMahon.
I am WWE.
I go, oh, hey, boss. How are you? He goes, did you hear my voicemail? And just like me, fucking Pinocchio, no, sir. I didn't see any voicemail. He goes, well, I'm just hearing that you're not fully committed in the maximum male model character.
I heard you
want to make sure. I want to make sure you're on the stick, and want to make sure we all get on the same page. And I go, oh yes, sir, absolutely. You know, I've just been, I'm over the moon about the character. I'm going to give you everything I have. I've been a little out of sorts. I've not been concentrating. I just found out my wife is pregnant. I'm super
A
excited.
week into conception, the first time Mansoor threw his daughter under the bus.
I'm going to get home. I'm going to do it right away. I'm going to send it to you as soon as I can. He goes, okay, great. And congratulations. And I go, thank you, sir. And he goes, but it's not an excuse. And I go, yes, sir.
Imagine if he went into like an entire conversation of, I remember the first time I got Linda pregnant.
I go home at midnight. I go home. I wake up my pregnant wife. I say, honey, you got to help me. I got to take pictures of me in the nicest clothes we have right now, please. And she goes, of course, because she's amazing. So she gets up, and until like 1 a.m., I'm putting together all my nicest outfits and taking pictures of me. And of course, I do push-ups and fucking pull-ups and tricep dips because I have to look as jacked as possible in these like
because I'm always jacked.
Nice-ass clothes. And I send all those pictures of me, and I send all the clothes that I buy that night. I buy a bunch of nice clothes, a bunch of nice watches, jewelry, necklaces, sunglasses. I send them all to Vince's email. The next day, I get a response. It's a huge, long email describing everything that I'm buying, describing all the brands that I have. And he responds to me,
okay.
Actually, let me see what he responded to me.
You can see. Just Google it. I mean, look, search VK, or what's his, no, he can't say his email.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Don't dox Vince.
He probably lost that email. It's like the presidential Twitter.
I sent him this big long email. Here's some. You guys want to see these pictures? Let me show you these pictures. I'm mean, but I'm fucking doing my full fucking model.
When the bullet dodged, we were fired.
Look at this. Look at this. Hi, Mr. McMahon. Attached are 6 outfits assembled for the MMM character. Look at this. Look at this dude. Look how jacked I look in this shirt. Look at that. See my muscles bulging?
It's 2 a.m.
This is 2 a.m. My dog is just out of frame. Hold on. Maybe if I turn this light off, you can see it better. You see that? Hold on. In the original fanny pack that I wore.
The original fanny pack.
See that? I look fucking schmexy. Look at my hair.
That's a good picture. Yeah, I'd buy.
And then here, this one, I look kind of more like a Greek nightclub owner.
Which you are, in a way.
And then this one, I'm wearing a sweater. I'm flexing so fucking hard. Look how hard I'm flexing.
Your poor wife.
And then look, I'm sending him like pictures of fanny packs I bought, Dior, belts, Gucci, Louis Vuitton. And you know what else? I number them all. Because when I pitched to Vince my Falcon character, he said, there's no numbers. How am I supposed to reference the pages? So he told me.
Here on page 4, you could see the Gucci belt.
Exactly. I numbered all the pictures of all these. Oh, and there's this one, this classic. Look at this guy.
You just look like The Rock.
And he responds, all good. Sent for my iPhone.
Wait, did you just dox him?
No, you can't see his email on that. It just says Vince McMahon. Oh, fuck. Good luck, CM Origins, getting that one in.
I found the Executioner, but I lost it.
Okay. Should we finish the stream off with a tier list?
Yeah, we can.
Or did you have a time waster you wanted to do?
I think my time waster might be more of like a longer stream, so...
Okay. Oh, God.
Oh, wait. No, wait. I found the Executioner.
Oh, let's see it.
I sent it to Ryan Ward. All right.
All good, pal. Sent for my iPhone. All his emails to us had sent for my iPhone, by the way.
Yeah. So, the Executioner concept was... before I guess they didn't decide. They thought I looked cool as Retribution ma.ce, so they didn't want to scrap it completely. In a way, I was meant to be the Roman Reigns of Retribution, where I would keep all of the cool aspects of Retribution, and then I would be the one that goes forward with it.
All the cool aspects, right?
Yeah, all
like
of the
keeping
cool
the
aspects.
theme music. That was Dijak.
That ended up being Dijak. So here, oh, hold on. Oh, there it is. There's me as I am, and then here is me with a weird Klansman hood. And then,
oh my god,
man, I'm jacked though.
Looking good.
Here's me with a cool Kane mask. Here's me as a Mortal Kombat ninja based on Immortan Joe.
Immortan Joan is the gender swapped version
in the Disney reboot. That one's cool. It's like I think this one was called The Executioner of Tomorrow, which is very based.
A futuristic executioner?
Yeah. Which actually is probably where the futuristic bounty hunter came from. A lot of them were actually kind of cool.
These are just like Kamen Rider villains.
No, I was excited at the time because I was like, oh yeah, surely Vince can get behind.
It was never going to happen because modern WWE is just not cool enough to do this shit.
To do something cool, yeah. I was like, oh, cool, I'm going to be Kane. No, I was not Kane. You
can either be Kane or you can be Quang.
No, it was Gain.
All right. Chat.
What's the tier list?
I have an idea for a tier list, but if chat can come up with a better tier list, then we don't have to do mine. The one that I want to do is rides. Theme park rides. I'm very passionate about.
I think I've been on most of them.
You have. So I think I'm super passionate about theme park rides. So I want to make a theme park ride tier list. But if chat doesn't care about that, Japanese gods? I don't know.
What are those, Persona bosses?
I don't want to get canceled. Yeah, Yaldaboth.
Yaldaboth.
Yo, you guys are nutting? Excuse me?
Yeah, the name of the stream is Bustin'
Nut. Mansoor, last stream you were mad about never getting a figure. Was one of you ever planned? No.
Was what?
Was one of my
ever
best public restrooms. That's your first time chatting. That's the first thing you decided to say? I don't even think that. Hold on. Tier list. Public. No fucking way. What? 10 out of 10 wood shit again.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, the only ones I can think of that are good are like Buc-ee's.
The options are hotel, fast food place, hair salon, restaurant, school.
Oh, this is just in general?
Yeah, these are just like locations.
Persona tier list? What Persona what? The women?
The games?
The character?
Or the women?
There's only 5 of them. We could be done really quick. There's also a very good public restroom in at the airport in Providence, Rhode Island.
I like restrooms that are completely and totally far away from civilization. You know what I mean? Like
an outhouse?
No. Like in Disneyland, there's a restroom tucked in a corner inside of like a administrative building that you're allowed to go in that nobody goes to. That I saw one time that a guy used to camp in. It was in a hotel. It was in the Polynesian Hotel in Disney World. There's a bathroom completely and totally like miles away from anything anybody would go to, and a guy slept in the stall.
He just slept there?
Yeah, he did.
When I was on commentary, I used to poop before every show, as you do, and because I didn't really have like. The commentator locker room was kind of like the general use locker room, which really was more for like top guys. Like the top guys would just kind of change in it. But I would, so to avoid it, if I wanted to poop without blowing up like Bobby Lashley's bathroom, I didn't want to be Mansoor with Shane McMahon. I would go up because every arena you could go to the regular bathrooms where regular people would poop, but nobody's here. So it was always quiet and clean, and I could spend like an hour in there hiding because I didn't know anybody at the time. Martial arts styles?
How could I possibly tell you? I I got a yellow belt in karate.
I'm a black belt in taekwondo. That's why I'm so flexible.
All right, you ready to do this rides tier list?
Yeah, send it to me.
Okay. It's separated by park. So do you want to do Disney or do you want to do Universal?
Joseph Park.
Dun, 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 dun. Da-da-da-da.
Chat, what do you want, Disney or Universal?
And don't give us your shitty UK theme parks. We've never been. Okay? We've never been to your shitty Oh, have you been to fucking
Hold on. You want us to rate wrestlers that we've worked with? You want us to publicly dump on human beings that can see this?
That's a horrible idea. We're not going to rate the rides from Cornbury Park in Leeds. Okay, we're not going to Cornbury Park.
No, that's a fair.
They're all fairs. Legoland? I couldn't tell you a single. I think there's like a Lego roller coaster. The only thing I remember about Legoland is that I went with a friend of mine and my family, and we spent like 2 hours sitting in like a building playing Lego Star Wars on a PlayStation 2. Do you like Breaking Bad? Butter Chad, aren't you the person who's been calling Brennan puppy this whole stream?
The whole stream?
Yes, this person keeps just commenting puppy, puppy.
For free?
Puppy is back. Puppy, yeah.
That's Stan-like behavior. I appreciate it. I always wanted my own Curtis Defender.
All right, here's Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure.
Okay, Universal's fine.
Have you been on more Disney rides or Universal rides?
I've probably been on all of them. I haven't been on the new ones in Disney, so.
You didn't go on Guardians?
No, I haven't been since. I've only been to Universal in the past year or so.
You didn't go on the Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster?
No, I've heard it's
good.
It.
It's so fucking good.
All right, here's the tier list. Transformers. More than meets the eye.
What are your thoughts on Transformers? Because I have thoughts, but I want to hear yours.
Remind me of it. You're gonna have to remind me of a lot of these things.
Okay.
What type of ride was Transformers?
Let's start with Spider-Man.
Okay. Everybody knows Spider-Man. That was the hottest ride when I was a kid.
The Spider-Man ride is the greatest screen ride of all time.
Yes.
It's S.
Yes.
It's a perfect screen ride because it marries the physical representation of the ride with the screen representation of the ride. There are moments where you can't discern the difference, and that is why it is the perfect screen ride. When Green Goblin throws a pumpkin bomb and it explodes a wall in real life,
yeah,
that's why it's a perfect screen ride.
But it also ushers in the the era of the Universal ride that is just a friggin' motion chair in front of a screen. Chair. They realized they're like, oh, we could just do this.
That's true.
This is what allowed a Fast and Furious to exist.
And that's exactly why, in my opinion, Transformers is just a shitty Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because it's the exact same fucking ride without any of the charm or soul put into when Spider-Man first appears on this ride, he jumps onto a fire escape, and there is a fire escape, half of it is on the screen and half of it's in real life. And when he jumps on the fire escape in the screen,
it shakes the car.
It shakes the car, and the fire escape in real life tilts.
Yeah.
Which is that's amazing. Whereas
the whole thing was very integrated with the practical effects. You get squirted a couple times.
Every fucking Universal Studios ride, they squirt your ass.
Yeah, I love getting squirted.
They always find a way to fucking squirt your ass. I just got here. The fuck. So for that reason, I feel Transformers is a shitty version of Spider-Man, but it's still decently fun.
It's not the worst of screen rides.
I'm gonna put it in B.
B's fine.
I have no fucking idea what that is. I think that's the people mover in Dr. Seuss land.
Yeah, it's giving Dr. Seuss.
I kind of like it because it's like high up. It's slow. It's not
Does it show
thrilling.
you the park?
A little bit, yeah. You can see, it's okay. It's cute.
Is
It's
it
like a C.
C?
Yeah.
Is this Popeye?
The roller coaster?
No, the next whatever the next one is.
Let me look at your screen. That's a roller coaster.
Yeah. What is
Oh,
Popeye?
that's Hagrid. Popeye's water.
Oh, that's Okay, Hagrid's good.
Hagrid's fucking awesome.
Hagrid's really good.
I put it in S.
Um, Sierra, if you're still in the chat, you can remind me if this was the one. But
Hagrid's the one where you back up into a cave and then the whole thing just drops a story.
yeah, so when I was when Harry Potter World first came out, I was in my senior year of college. Me and Sierra, my then girlfriend, were we went with my roommate and his girlfriend.
You mean your only ever girlfriend?
Yeah, my only ever girlfriend because I'm going to Muslim heaven. And
but did you have sex before marrying her?
I did not.
Bullshit.
I did not. That's why I'm going to Muslim heaven and you're not.
Bullshit.
Because I kept halal my entire life.
Okay.
Anyways, me and my wife, we go to this Harry Potter world. But at the time, this is my senior year in college, and when I was going into the NFL, I was same height, so 6'7", 6'8", and but I was 325 pounds, so I was much bigger. And the problem with most of the rides at Universal is because I'm tall, but I was also like big. I couldn't get like for rides that were like pulled down over the shoulders or stuff like that. I couldn't fit on most of the rides. So I'm sitting there, and I think it was Hagrid's, and I'm trying to get this thing down.
It was probably the Harry Potter one that flings you around in front of a screen.
Yeah, that's the one. Which one is that?
Yeah. Forbidden Journey.
Forbidden Journey. So I'm trying to get this thing down, and somebody sees me, and she's like, "Oh, we can get it. We can get it." Somebody's working at the park. And she's trying because she's like, "You're a fit guy. Like you can. You should be able to fit. You're not like the kind of person who can't fit on these.
You're
rides.
not rotund.
You're not rotund. Huge. I was just big. I was like a good looking 325 pounds too. Like I had abs and stuff. But she's trying to force it down. She's like, can't get it down. And she finally relents and she gives up. And she looks at me and she's like, "I'm sorry, I don't think you can't fit on the ride." And I was like, "Yeah, I know. I've been doing this all day. It's been the case." And he was like, "Well, at least let me help you guys, so you don't have to wait." Because this was when Harry Potter World just opened up, so the lines for everything were super long. You'd spend like a couple of hours in any line at Harry Potter Land. And she's like, "Let me help you. We'll get you to move up in line. So we'll do it. I'll get you through. You'll be in and out." I was like, "Oh, cool. That's great." I was like, "How are you going to do that?" She says, "I need you guys to pretend you're deaf because I'm actually here with the I'm actually here with the capable services department, and we're going to move you through the handicap line." And I was like, "Okay."
Oh my God.
So she walks us through the handicap line, and she starts signing at us, and then we're just like, "Yeah." Yeah. Yeah. But she gets us to the front of the line. My wife and my roommate and his girlfriend all get to go through the ride. I'm sitting there like a freaking dunce. Just
you guys are a deaf double date, triple D's?
A deaf double date. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But
did you get to go on the ride?
I didn't, but they did.
Oh, that's
I couldn't fit. But I ended up going. It was my big redemption story because the next time I went to Universal and went to Harry Potter Land, one, the lines were much shorter. Two, I was 100 pounds less heavy. So
you did the before and after thing with the pants.
Yeah, yeah, with the friggin' pull down thing.
I lost weight and now I can go on this ride.
Now I could go on Harry Potter. Anyways, I like all the Harry Potter rides. I thought they were all good, but wait,
Hagrid's is an S for me.
Hagrid's, yeah, S.
Yeah. What the fuck is this?
Cat in the Hat, Dr. Seuss.
What the fuck? No, what does it say? It's the Carousel. It's just a
It's
carousel.
for babies. I'm not gonna.
It's fine. It's
I'm
a
not
C.
gonna
It's not.
bury
It's
it.
not offensive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna bury it.
it's a C. It's not amazing, but it's a carousel. It's cute. It's for It's
You
like
know.
my baby needs something to do.
Is this rock and roller coaster?
Yes. No. No. The rock and roller coaster is the Aerosmith ride in Disney. This is the roller coaster where you can play Limp Bizkit.
Oh, that's an S.
Rollin'.
That's an S.
That's an S for you.
Yes.
I don't
It's a
know.
roller coaster where I get to pick the music.
And you can play Paralyzer by Finger
Yeah, you
11.
can play Paralyzer.
I'm
not paralyzed.
but
I seem to be stuck by you.
I wanna yeah, that is pretty based. Okay, that's fine. And in case you don't know, if anybody's going to Universal, there's a secret song menu.
What's on it?
Rockin' Roller Coaster.
What do you put in the Konami code?
Because the only songs that I've ever done on the Rocky Roller Coaster are Limp Bizkit and Finger 11.
I did Limp Bizkit. I've done Finger 11. I think they have a Daft Punk song in there.
Let me look them up right now. Chat, tell me
they
which
have
one.
Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger.
Tell me which one you would play. Or this, sorry, this not the Rock and Roller Coaster. What the fuck is it called?
Is it the Hard Rock?
What the fuck is it called? The Rip Ride Rocket.
What?
Okay, these are the songs you can do on the Rip Ride Rocket.
I took Colby. That was Colby's first roller coaster.
It was. She said, "I feel like chocolate." Okay. The song list for the Rip Ride Rocket. What the fuck? It got reduced from 30 to 5 in August.
What did they lose rights?
They just reduced it. It must have been, yeah. That's fucked.
They definitely lost Limp Bizkit.
Oh, for sure. There's no way Limp Bizkit.
You know all those songs because it's very much like a product of when that roller coaster was made. There was a lot of butt rock on there.
Much like us, Limp Bizkit did not make the cut.
Okay, Paralyzer is definitely gone.
Here's the songs that you used to be able to listen to. Chat, pick the song that you would listen to on this roller coaster. It's like a fucking loop-de-loop crazy-ass roller coaster. Born to be Wild. Gimme All Your Lovin' by ZZ Top.
Give me all your lovin'.
Paralyzer by Finger 11.
It's still there?
No, this is before the change.
Oh, okay.
There used to be 30 songs. Rollin' by Limp Bizkit. And Bring Me to Life by Evanescence.
Let's go!
The rap songs were Don't Funk With My Heart by the Black Eyed Peas. Insane in the Brain by Cypress Hill. Pump It, 2 Black Eyed Peas songs.
Yeah, Black Eyed Peas were hot then.
This is a fucking time capsule for the late 2000s. Rockstar by Nerd, Pharrell's rap group.
Wow. They got
all the girls standing in the line for the bathroom. Sabotage by the Beastie Boys and Stronger by Kanye.
Sabotage is a good one.
And then a bunch of electronica songs.
Did they have Daft Punk on there?
They had Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger.
Yes, because what I did was when you were moving up the conveyor belt to go up the part where they drop you, I imagined that I was one of the Crescent dolls that was getting painted in whiteface to look like a human in the music video.
It's very immersive. There's also Hella Good by No Doubt. It's pretty good. And then there's Country. Nobody cares about that. And now the new 5 songs. You can only pick 5 songs. And you get Man, I Feel Like a Woman by Shania Twain.
What do they mean by this?
Waterloo by ABBA.
Waterloo.
Sandstorm by Darude.
Okay, that's a good one.
Humble by Kendrick Lamar. And Welcome to the Black Parade by Mike Chemical.
Let's go! That would go so hard. I would go right now. When I was a young boy, my father.
So not horrible. But then in the hidden track list, you can do Crocodile Rock by Elton John.
Okay, that's a good one.
You can do Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin.
That's a good one.
You could do Just Because by Jane's Addiction. You can do Diary of Jane by Breaking Benjamin.
Why are all the best songs hidden?
Maybe because like they technically
they're illegal.
Didn't pay for them. Yeah, I think maybe like this is like you're hacking.
How do you access the secret songs?
The way you access the secret songs is hold down the Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket logo for 10 seconds. A number keypad will appear on screen. Enter the hidden song's 3-digit code. So you have to memorize.
Whoa.
Yeah. What else is there? Lose Yourself by Eminem. Yeah, there's no way they paid for these.
No.
Um,
Did Breaking
there's a lot.
Benjamin make the song from chat? There's a song in the Tekken animated motion picture. I watched it as a boy. And I vividly remember this one song, and I think it might have been Breaking Benjamin. Because I actually just heard the song again recently on like during a football game. But it's notable because it's the first time I saw an anime boob. Because the song starts playing. My parents got me the Tekken. They were like, "Oh yeah, it's Tekken. You play Tekken." And the Tekken. So I'm watching the Tekken animated motion picture. They had no idea that a cartoon could have nudity in it. So I was
Right,
like
because
7.
cartoons are for kids.
Yeah, cartoons are for kids. It's Tekken, a video game for kids, cartoon for kids. Here's the Tekken animated picture. And they cut to Anna Williams, Nina's sister, in the shower. And this song is playing. It is, I cannot save you. I can't even save myself.
That is fuck. I know that song. It is Stabbing Westward.
Stabbing Westward. Stabbing Westward.
What's the name of the song?
Is it Save Myself or Save?
It's got to be like Save Yourself.
Save Yourself. But it's
so.
burned into my brain because I watched that a lot.
I cannot save you.
I can't even save myself.
Classic butt rock, early 2000s shit metal.
Yeah, in the Tekken movie. The lore was all over the place for that.
All right. Next up, we got
Woody Woodpecker.
the Woody Woodpecker roller coaster. This is a nothing coaster. It's a D.
Yeah. One fish, two fish.
I don't know. It's one of those Dumbo rides.
It's a baby ride, right? Yeah.
I mean, it's better than the alien one in Simpsons Land because there's water involved, so I'll put it in C.
I feel like maybe I just remember liking the alien one at The Simpsons because I did it with my kids.
Yeah, we did convince a crying Ari to go on that ride, and she did enjoy it.
She's never been on a ride ever since.
Well, I did traumatize her by putting her on Spider-Man for her first ride, so... Stormforce sucks my ass. It's D.
D's nuts. Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious is an affront to...
It sucks.
Humanity itself. It is a putrid piece of shit. Despicable Me, it's cute. I put it in C.
Isn't that just a movie?
It's a movie, but it does things to your seat. Like, it's cute. It's like, oh, banana. And then your, like, seat goes, like, vibrates.
It's like Shrek, right? Didn't it replace Shrek?
It didn't replace Shrek, but it was right next to Shrek, and it's essentially the same thing as Shrek.
Yeah. Simpsons ride was good.
I like Simpsons. I'd put it in B.
Yeah.
You know, as a kid, I have fond memories of... As a kid, I have fond memories of Back to the Future, and it replaced Back to the Future. But it also depends on where you sit. It's kind of like Soarin' in Disney. If you're sitting to the side, it's dog shit.
Yeah.
But if you get it right in the middle, because everybody's sharing one big screen. Dr. Doom's Fearfall.
I like Dr. Doom's Fearfall.
I like it, and it's always a really, really short wait because nobody goes on it.
Yeah, it's always like you walk on. Like
it's always a walk on.
We took Blakely one time, and we went on it like 3 times.
Yes. And the line is fucking cool.
Yeah, it is a cool line. A completely wasted cool line.
Right. But at the same time, it is very short, so I'd put it in B.
Okay. E.T.
I fucking love.
The line is great.
The line, I love the smell of the forest. It objectively is a busted as fuck old ass ride that looks like shit.
Yeah.
And when you
can name yourself.
You can name yourself, and E.T. will butcher the pronunciation of your name.
Remember that one time we went and you named yourself Sheev?
Sheev! Thank you.
Thank you, Sheev.
So usually, like, I'll put my name as Mansoor. Like, I remember being a kid and putting my name as Mansoor. And then, if you guys have never been on E.T., at the end of the ride, E.T. is there, and he reads the names of everyone on the ride. He goes, Thank you, Mansoor. I put it in A because it's a classic.
Yeah, I
and
think it's a classic. I think there's something good about jank. Like,
it's cute. It is janky, but it's full of soul.
yeah, it's got a
And
lot of soul.
Brennan, I think you'll appreciate this. Steven Spielberg has explicitly stated
It's canon.
that they cannot touch E.T. the ride.
Ever.
Ever.
He was very like so in that cool waiting room in before the line.
And it is canon, like you said, yeah.
It's got all the pictures of Spielberg with the ET puppet. It's like really cool.
Yeah, he clearly loved it.
He loved it. I guess it's like clearly when he made it, he was like, "Oh, I want something that's going to be immortalized forever."
Yes, and it is, because to get the rights of the movie for the ride, it says in the contract you cannot demolish ET, and they've tried. They want to, because they've replaced ET is the only original Universal Studios ride left.
Inshallah, ET will live forever.
Mummy, I like Mummy. I love the fake out.
What's the one before the Mummy?
ET, no?
No, there's like a...
Oh, yeah, Hippogriff. It's some little shitty D. I put it in D.
D? Okay.
Flight of the Hippogriff. It's okay. It's
Mummy, just... I remember fondly.
That's the one where you start going in the tomb, kind of like the Indiana Jones ride in LA. I don't know if you ever went on that.
No.
And then a tourist pops out of a coffin and is like, "The curse, it's real!" And then a big animatronic of fucking Nyarlathotep, or what the fuck is the name?
Nyarlathotep.
And some, like, the mummy from the titular movie.
But not Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
It's like, silence! No, that's the Scorpion King.
Yeah.
And it's a sick-ass animatronic, and he's like, "Now your souls belong to me!"
I haven't been on it recently because I think the kids would be too afraid of it.
They would be horrified. And then, in the middle of the ride, you stop, and it looks like you're going to get off, and it says, "Thanks for riding with Universal." And then the attendant in the booth gets eaten by scarabs, and the mummy goes, "It's not over yet, bitch!" And you go backwards, which is fucking awesome.
Freddy Krueger?
Kinda, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the backwards swerve is really good.
It's awesome. The fake out ending, it has never been done in a ride.
Where would you put it?
I'm like leaning towards S. But I don't know if it's S because it's kind of short.
It's short.
Chat, is anyone passionate about the Mummy? I know you haven't been on it, so
I love
Brennan
Brendan Fraser. So... I've been on it.
Brendan Fraser is in the line. He's in the ride at the end.
Okay, I'm seeing S.
Let's do S.
Let's do S. This is the one that I pretended to be deaf for.
Yes, this is the Harry Potter flying arm ride. I'm kind of torn on this one because it is objectively like an amazing piece of technology.
It is.
You're basically suspended by an arm. You're sitting in a row, and an arm is holding you and moving you around and putting you through the course. It's incredible. There's some amazing practical stuff like dragon breathing fire.
A butt coming on.
But it puts you extremely close to a screen. You're so close you can see the puke stains of people vomiting on it.
Yeah, it does have it's got a motion sensitivity thing, doesn't it?
It does, because it's not really maybe it is 3D. I don't think it is. But there are parts of the ride where you're just staring at a screen and you're so close that you can see every single imperfection on the fucking thing. And it takes you out. And I know that's such a shitty thing to nitpick on, but for me, that's why it's an A and not S.
That's fine. It is really cool, though. I remember when I finally was able to do it, I was like, wow, that is neat.
Yeah, and the line's cool because you go through Hogwarts, which is a big thing for people.
You can talk to the pictures.
There's the sorting hat.
It actually felt like, yeah, it really feels... The whole Harry Potter land, just as it is very cool.
They did a great job. And they know they had to do
it. Diagonally.
They had to do a great job because it's their biggest fucking moneymaker, hands down.
Yeah. When you look at everything else on this list.
Yeah, it's definitely not fucking Men in Black in 2023.
Also, all of these things are like owned by Disney now.
Yeah, it's true. Except of course for Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon is the only one that hasn't sold out to the mouse.
Yeah.
The Simpsons is owned by Disney. Any of the Marvel rides are now. I mean, like technically, not
That's
like
why
obviously they can still have the.
that's why every property in the Marvel land that Universal has to be explicitly based on the
The
comic books or the
comics.
cartoons and
Yes.
not the movies. Yeah.
Which
And
kind of
also,
makes it cooler to me.
yeah,
I
because
haven't
it's
been
like
to the
more
Avengers
niche.
campus or anything, but I
It's
always thought that in Universal, it's really cool because they have these splash pages on the wall, and they have like they feature like Doom and like Kingpin and like
and
guys that you
X-Men.
wouldn't see. Yeah, X Men, which I'm an X Men stan,
And of course, Disney doesn't, own X-Men, so they don't have
so
any
they don't
X-Men
use them.
properties. Right. And
They own them now.
it's funny because like that park, that land, that Marvel land was built when the most popular Marvel properties were Hulk and Spider-Man.
Yes. Well,
Like
no,
Iron
because so back in the day, I was a avid comic reader, and I
Oh, and
believe,
X-Men, of course. The
yeah, I
X-Men
believe
movies
the
were good.
big three were Hulk, Wolverine, and Spider Man,
Yeah.
which is why those movies went like first,
Right.
and they went all over the place. Like that's why I who made Hulk?
Ang Lee,
Ang Lee, but yeah, what studio?
who is like an auteur.
Yeah. You know what? Like that movie wasn't good, but Ang Lee had a lot of soul.
It did have a lot of soul.
There was a lot like he did cool things with transitions because he was like, "Oh, it's a comic book," and he tried to do like
Yeah.
some cool like transitional things.
And I'll always remember the scene where he's in the desert and the tanks like attack him and shit. I
Yeah.
played the
So they went
game
to
on the
Sony,
PS2.
Universal, and Fox. So they went like those were the big three, and they went pew pew pew. They just went all over the place, which is why Disney, like the fact that Disney was able to take like Iron Man.
B tier, fucking C
These were
tier.
these were D list guys.
Nobody gave a fuck
Hex
about Iron
Locturn,
Man.
thank you
It's
for
so
subscribing.
it's so hard to think about, but like Iron Man was literally nobody gave a shit about Iron
I
Man.
had an Iron
Like,
Man toy when I was a kid, and he was a jobber.
he was a jobber. Like Captain America was probably the biggest hero that
And
didn't
he's
have a
still
movie.
kind of a like he was nothing to me. Cap was nothing to me.
Thor was a little bit of a big deal, kinda.
I'd say
But-
out of the three, I thought Captain America was probably the coolest. Or yeah, Captain America. But like the other guys, those original Avengers, they might as well have all been Hawkeye.
Oh, duh, and Fantastic Four.
Oh, Fantastic Four sold too. Yeah, Fantastic
It's so
Four.
funny to think about because they're a nothing property now.
Yeah,
But back then, they had their movie with fucking Jessica Alba, who was a goddamn blockbuster machine. Right?
But it was because there was a concerted effort when Disney began to be the moneymaker for Marvel Studios. The guy who ran Marvel Comics at the time said, "Kill those other ones because we're not getting paid off of that." So there was a big storyline where Scarlet Witch killed all the X-Men. Like she said, no more mutants, and then they just wiped all X-Men off of the face of the earth, and they could do that because Disney Marvel could use Scarlet Witch because Scarlet Witch was an Avenger before she was a mutant. So
really,
yes.
Wow, that's fucked. Avengers were put together because they were all jobbers, and they got over on their own.
I kind of gotta respect it, but then they became the establishment.
That's true. They became the thing they hated.
Yeah, they became the New York Yankees.
It's actually a rule that Universal has to keep Marvel Land like squeaky clean. If it ever falls into a state of disrepair, that Disney will get it. Because the actual agreement is everything like east of the Mississippi belongs to Universal in regards to Marvel, and everything west of the Mississippi belongs to Disney. That's why Avengers Campus can only be in LA.
Huh. Yeah, because
Florida.
there is very little Marvel representation in Florida.
I just went to Avengers Campus in LA like a month ago, and the Spider-Man ride is fine. But the real like highlight is a fucking amazing shawarma stand. Like they make good shawarma.
That's a reference to the Avengers movie.
Yes, indeed it is. So I appreciated that because usually theme park food is dog shit, but that was actually really good. Oh, and they have a stunt show with Velocicoaster is great.
Yeah,
It's
very good.
intense, awesome. The theming is weak.
Goes fast. The
It goes
animatronics
fast.
are cool.
There's no animatronics.
Huh?
Oh, you mean
In
the
the line.
line with the the line? Yeah, that's true. But in the ride itself, there's like very little.
No, it's just a roller coaster.
But it's a great roller coaster, so I put it in A.
Yeah, it's an
Okay, Ripsaw Falls. Brennan, do you remember this ride?
Remind me.
Okay, Ripsaw Falls is fucking great. It is based on an obscure cartoon comic strip. I think he's called the Mountie.
Oh, yeah. This is
Dudley Do-Right. Yeah.
This is like Rocky and Bullwinkle type stuff.
Yes. Dudley Do-Right's Ripsaw Falls.
Yes, I remember it now.
Where you're following a Mountie, a Canadian Mountie, trying to save his girlfriend from like a no good, dastardly, evil guy. I think it's like the bad guy from Wacky Races or some shit. The purple guy who's like, yeah, and he has Muttley. I don't think it's actually him, but it's reminiscent of that character. And it's like, imagine Splash Mountain if they didn't care about your safety.
Yes, I felt like I was gonna die.
Yeah, you feel like you're gonna die. It's like all the danger of a festival fair log ride where you feel like you're gonna die.
Except for you could actually win money from this one.
How so?
Universal could afford to pay you if you sued them.
Oh, right, exactly. So I have an affinity for it.
I like it. What I like about Universal is because it's so destitute in terms of properties. Like they have no, aside from Harry Potter, obviously.
Right, yeah.
Their properties are so like old and minimal that they have to, like, it's very, like, it hasn't changed. Like that's the same ride that I rode on when I was 8.
Yeah, because
it reminds me of watching like Boomerang on
yes,
yeah, like on a Saturday, and I'm like, oh yeah, dude. I remember this weird old cartoon with Canadians in it.
My like weird like child fascination. I was obsessed with Wacky Races. Do you remember Wacky Races?
Wacky Races went hard.
Wacky Races. I had the fucking video game on PS1. I was so obsessed with Wacky Races. I don't even know why they made a video game, but they did. And it was like a Mario Kart-esque kind of game with like, yeah, I fucking loved Wacky Races. And I always rooted for the bad guy.
Because he looked like you.
Yes, he did. It's true. I put it in, I think this is an A.
I like Ripsaw.
It's cute, but I don't know if it's A. I think it's B.
It's probably a B, but I like it.
But here's my question.
The line's also probably short.
How do you feel about the water ride, the Jurassic Park water ride?
Jurassic Park. I like the Jurassic Park water ride.
More or less than Ripsaw Falls?
Less.
Really? Less? Wow, even with the big T-Rex at the end, the big T-Rex animatronic that comes out of the shadows?
That's good.
So
when I think about the Jurassic Park ride, I kind of just think of it as a little boat tour of some kind of neat old animatronics.
Yeah. But they're not great.
The drop with the T-Rex is like, is good.
Yeah. It's awesome. It's awesome.
It's awesome.
I just did the one in LA with it has new robots and it blew my fucking mind. They have a full robot walk out, a T-Rex robot, fully scaled.
It walks?
Yeah, it walks.
How do they get it to walk?
It's a trick. Like, it's on a track.
Okay.
But its legs are moving in a way. It blew I was like amazed.
Wow.
But we'll put Ripsaw Falls in A. Or, yeah, we'll put it in A.
A or B is fine.
All right, here we go. Jimmy Fallon, the ride.
The legend. The myth.
I mean, what is there to say? S tier.
The
easily.
panda.
I mean, this is an icon, an American staple, a cultural touchstone.
Now this,
Jimmy Fallon,
more than others, is just going into a movie theater.
Yes, 100%, and it still scared your youngest daughter to death. Because when we went to the moon, your daughter was like, "No, I want to go to the moon."
I'm like, Ari, you are sitting in a chair. We've been to the movies before. This is just a movie.
And it didn't help that your other two daughters were like, "Ah, we're in space! Ah!" They were screaming, and Ari was like, "Oh,
I
don't
think
wanna
me
go
and
to
Ari
sleep."
were sitting in like a regular chair. Like it was literally just watching a movie in a seat.
Super Volteca. I did watch that Wacky Racist spinoff where the bad guy just chases a pigeon.
What was the
Uh,
what was the Scooby Doo movie where they were racing monsters?
oh fuck.
And Shaggy turns into
Scooby-Doo.
I vaguely remember Shaggy turning into a werewolf. This was red
Yes,
shirt set
yes. It's
Shaggy.
called Scooby Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this is red shirt Shaggy, right?
It is Red Shirt Shaggy. Yep.
There's
Is
a
that like a? Is that cursed?
there's a theory.
A game theory?
A game theory. There's a theory that I believe red shirt Shaggy, the character red shirt Shaggy is Shaggy. So any movie that has red shirt Shaggy is in a simulation.
What? What about the
So
video game movie where they're in a literal simulation?
that's the one that confirms it. The one that
Oh.
confirms it is the video game movie because when they're outside of the video game, Shaggy has a green shirt, as he should. And when he goes into the video game and he sees himself in the video game, it's red shirt Shaggy.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
I believe that's the theory. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, you're right. I'm looking at it right now. Holy shit. And Scoob has a red collar.
So, and also, I believe part of the theory is that red shirt Shaggy movies are the ones where monsters are real.
Oh.
So red shirt Shaggy turns into a werewolf because monsters are real in that video game.
Huh.
But green shirt Shaggy, all of the monsters are just guys in masks.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's the lore. I don't know what color. I don't know what color Shaggy's shirt is in John Cena wrestling Scooby-Doo WrestleMania Mystery. So I don't know if WWE is real in.
Do you remember fucking Camp WWE, the cartoon they made?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the one with the babies, right?
Yeah, where all the wrestlers are kids.
I can't believe they made Muppet Babies with WWE.
Wouldn't that have been great for us?
We were clearly in the wrong time.
We really were. Jurassic Park River Adventure, is that A? I think it's A.
Where did we end up putting Jimmy Fallon in S where he belongs?
Jimmy Fallon's in S tier where he belongs.
S+.
I mean, fuck Johnny Carson.
Yeah.
Fuck Conan O'Brien. Fuck Craig Ferguson. Those are all hacks.
Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon is the greatest talk show host of all time and the greatest ride of all time. I mean, when you're chasing him through New York and you see hashtag the panda, I busted a gut. I busted a gut laughing at that.
I think you can meet the panda after the ride.
It's true.
Jurassic Park River Adventure.
I mean, is it really B? It's like a classic.
It's probably A still.
The two river rides are both in A, huh?
Yeah. I like getting wet.
True.
The alien spinaroo.
I don't know. What do you?
It's a baby ride.
All right, fine. We'll put it in C.
Shrek 4D.
Okay. I like Shrek 4D.
I like Shrek 4D too.
I'd probably put it in B.
Do you think the problem is with the Minions ride is that we weren't kids for the Minions?
Yeah.
But
I don't
were
think
kids
Minions...
for Shrek?
Yeah. It was not for me.
Are we just being smart marks for crappy
We're
theme park
probably
rides?
being... Well, I don't know. I mean, let me look at other people's lists. Let me see. This person has Minions in D. Ugh. But Shrek is in B. I think all these people are just like boomers who hate Minions. Well, boomers love Minions, but millennials hate Minions.
Did you?
I think Shrek.
Did you know that Minions are scientifically designed to appeal to brainlets?
How so?
In terms of like, have you heard of like the theory where like somebody is presented with two shapes? And then it says one of these is a goobla. And then the person says, oh, yeah, it's got to be that one. Right?
Okay.
It's like the intuitive thing that's like, it just is like, oh, this is round. This makes cute sound. Like it's like it's like a lizard brain thing. The minions are designed as because they actually have a lot in common with like Pikachu, where
in the sense that they're very round.
They're round, they're cute, and they're most importantly they're yellow.
Yellow gives something in your brain.
Yellow does something in your brain.
Really?
Oh, Boba and Kiki, yeah. There's the round shape, and then everybody knows that the round shape is Boba, and the sharp shape is Kiki. Huh. Even though those are not words, and those are not, like, nobody knows what those shapes are. But minions are, like, scientifically meant to, like, attract themselves. They're like brain worms. Which is why your boomer aunt on Facebook will be like, well, yeah, this is so me. I'm just a cute little guy.
All right.
What is this dragon in Diagon Alley?
Are we doing Shrek and B?
Where did Shrek go?
I'm thinking B.
I think I put it B, yeah.
Because, like, also what's cute is that the part where you like are waiting to get in, they have Pinocchio in the cage and the gingerbread man is getting tortured. Yeah. You remember that part?
Yeah.
And all the three little pigs are in a fucking crate.
Is Donkey's horrible mutant children in that at the end of there?
At the end of the movie they are, yeah.
It was also early in the movie ride, like
it came out before 2.
Yes.
I think. Or maybe it came out after 2, but I know the bad guy was Farquaad. It was the ghost of Farquaad.
Yes.
And he tries to get Fiona killed so that he can be married to her as a ghost.
Is the Shrek ride canon?
I think it is. This Diagon Alley ride is the Gringotts bank heist ride. Do you remember that one?
Controversial. So, riddle me this.
Oh boy. Hold on, wait a minute. All right, now you can talk.
I'm just saying, how do they get away with it?
It's.
Thank you for subscribing, Brother Nero FGC.
Brother Nero!
Brother Nero! I knew you'd subscribe.
It's J.K. Rowling, right? Isn't that what she's known for?
Like, when you are there.
Getting away with it. You got away with it.
You are there.
Well, no, she didn't really get away with it, but.
Yeah, she didn't get away with it in the end, but like.
But I mean, she got away with a bunch of shit until the stuff that she didn't get away with.
Yeah, that was the. So until that. But even still, like, it's universal. Like, imagine if there was a
movie.
Imagine
the movie
if there
had
was a
them
ride.
look like that.
Yeah.
The movie had them look like that.
Yeah, but like when she described them in the books, I'm sure they described them as horrible little goblins with pointy noses.
Oh God. Right.
But like, if I were to walk into Universal and they had a ride, a beautifully constructed ride, where I walked into a fantastical cotton field. A mysterious cotton field on a faraway planet. And there is a mysterious alien race of black-skinned ogres. And they're mining cotton.
Okay.
I don't know. I'd just be offended.
Wait, show this picture that I sent you on Discord.
I'd be offended. You can't do that.
What did they mean by this?
It's so offensive.
What did they mean by? Why is he holding gold? Why is he holding the gold like it's like his dearest love?
Like, why did you let him get away with this for so long?
Show the picture of what they put on the floor of the bank.
What, you got a picture?
Yes, I just sent it to you.
Oh, yeah!
What did they mean by this?
How? How do they get away with that?
They can't keep getting away with it.
They can't keep getting away with this.
What? Why? I mean, we should have seen the signs earlier. Hey, JK, we need a name for the Asian character. What do you think?
Cho Chang.
How about Ching Chong?
You can't do Ching Chong, J.K. Rowling.
Fine, make it Chongqing. I don't care. Like, what were? Did you ever see those ones that were uh, what's the name of the guy who wrote Lord of the Rings? Tolkien.
Tolkien, yeah.
What? I was like, it's a picture of Tolkien and he's thinking. He's like, now, dearest me, what should I name the human who is allied with Sauron? I've got it. Sauron Man. What should I name the lying, mischievous advisor to the king? Someone who can't be trusted.
Somebody
I
who
know.
lies. Maybe
grimy worm tongue. Sauron Man.
These are like Braun Strowman tier names. What should I name my big strong man?
Oh, I know.
Braun Strowman. Vince, you can't name him Big Strong Man.
I didn't know I made Vince British. I know.
It's because you also made him Tolkien.
Could you imagine British Vince? I don't know if there'd be any stopping him. Grimy worm tongue. Darth Icky. Maybe all the great geniuses of our time truly are just low IQ mouth breathing morons.
No, they just know how to appeal to the masses.
That's
all
true.
of those things just appeal to the lowest common denominator.
Anyway, back to this fucking tier list because I want to go to bed.
Yeah,
Gringotts is there's just so much sitting around watching a 3D screen.
Yeah.
Whenever like the roller coaster actually happens,
The
like
bank is
it's
cool.
fun, but it's like 5 seconds long.
Yeah.
So much of it is just staring at a screen. So this might be controversial, but I think I put it in C.
Are you doing that to avoid the allegations?
Yeah, I'm doing it to avoid the allegations.
But not a D, because the allegations aren't that bad.
No, because they at least tried with the ride. Like they at least they tried.
It is cool. Like it's one of the well-constructed like buildings. It's neat.
It's built well. The line is cool. It makes you feel like you're going underground, but the ride itself is a little disappointing. Next up we got Men in Black. Oh, Men in Black. Oh, man, bees.
Do you remember when Will Smith goes into the post office to get Tommy Lee Jones's character because he's been neuralized, and in order to prove to him that he's been working in a place where aliens work to keep him safe, he goes up to an alien, but he just looks like Biz Markie, and this is in Men in Black 2, by the way, and he goes, and then Biz Markie goes, Paul, and then Will Smith goes, and then Biz Markie goes, and then all the aliens take off their skin, and then they reveal that they're aliens.
I feel like I'm having a stroke.
I'll send you the exact video. That's exactly what it is. Actually,
all I remember from
we'll just watch it because that's exactly what it is.
All I remember from Men in Black 2 is it had the lady from Twin Peaks and her boobs were out. And as a kid, it very much confused me. I think she was wearing like leather, black leather. Because the villain in the first one was like the bug guy. The big fat bug guy.
Yeah. The horrible bug monster.
And the villain in 2 is like a sex pervert, like BDSM.
Yeah, the villain in 2 is neat.
He flashes somebody in that
because what she does, well, it's like a weird like alien cult thing. Because they watch like one of those exposing the Book of Mormon type documentaries to find them. It's good. It's got good lore. I think 3 was probably trash. Watch this, because this is exactly what I just did.
All right. Are you playing it right now?
Yeah, I'm playing it right now. Go to
Kevin. Wow. Kevin, that's fun. Okay.
Go to like
Get him off and escort all
1
non-essential
minute,
civilian personnel from this side of the
15
meeting.
seconds.
Yes, sir. Listen
All
to
right.
yourself, Kay. Who talks like that?
Bismarcky. Look at this fucking Aerosmith lead singer looking ass with the wire. Oh shit! The effects were pretty good.
They
for
were
the time.
good.
I think they're practical. Am I wrong?
I think they are. There was so much like that little period where like they were just using a little bit of CG on top of some practical effects.
Just to top it off.
It feels so much better when the actor is really looking at something.
Yes, 100%, 100% agree. That's why the new Top Gun was fucking awesome, because they were just legit flying planes.
Yeah.
And they had to learn how to fly planes.
Well, I thought they just rode in the back.
Maybe, but they were actually legit, like doing it.
Yeah,
and,
they
like,
were actually in there.
Because I remember hearing a story that Miles Teller had to press the record button in the camera in the fucking cockpit.
Actually, I think that's what they had to learn what to do. They had to learn how to operate the cameras in the air because they had like a fake cockpit in the back,
right?
And then they'd have the actual pilot fly them at like Mach speed. So they had to train. They had to train for Mach speed. Yeah.
Yeah. There was a take where he forgot to press record. They'd do the whole fucking thing over again. Probably cost him like
a bajillion
$100,000
in jet fuel.
But Tom Cruise is the only movie star in the world right now. He's the only mega like fucking draw that exists.
The Rock.
So. I don't know if he's a guaranteed draw. I can't think of a single. Tom Cruise movie.
he's had some misses, but
I mean, like San Andreas, did that make a lot of money?
It made a lot of money for the budget.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it did make money. Fuck. I guess you're right.
The thing is, they called The Rock. He was much better when you add him to a franchise. So like when they added him to Fast and Furious.
Rampage. Fawful, you're right. Rampage. That didn't do shit. Nobody saw that movie. No chance.
It was like he wants
Nope.
really badly.
Nope. Made $300 million.
Yeah, it still makes money.
That's crazy.
What he wants to be able to make his own movie and have it do like huge numbers, which he hasn't really done yet. But the biggest thing is like if you put him on your ensemble cast, it makes $1 bajillion, like triple the amount of money that it would before.
That's why Fast and the Furious is kind of like just fucking
the
WWE of movies.
Yeah,
because like they have angles and
it's more like the Rampage and Dynamite where they had to split.
Oh yeah, they had to do a brand split because Vin Diesel and The Rock had so much heat. That's so funny. All right, Men in Black, I'd probably put in B. It's fine. It's good.
Yeah, that's all right.
That blows my mind though. Pluto's and Popeye's Big Barge. It's a fun little river ride, but it's not like there's nothing really great in the theming. I'd put it in C.
It's not great, but I like that. I feel like I'm gonna die on it.
Yeah, but that's not like exclusive to Universal.
Yeah.
Is this
the Atlantis?
Have you ever done it?
Yes.
Okay, it's the walkthrough, so it's not even a real ride, but
it's really cool.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty freaking sweet.
Cool. Yeah.
And I thought like this is before they had Harry Potter World and stuff. But in terms of like a constructed environment, this was up there in terms of like, oh yeah, look at all the, you're in Atlantis. Step past this. I remember because you walk through like a waterfall.
Yes,
it's really cool.
And there's the part where you walk through a water tunnel that's spinning.
Yeah,
that part was fucking sweet.
I don't know what I give this because it's more like an experience, but like I don't know.
I would probably put it in B.
Yeah, that's fine.
This is This is pterodactyl flyers. We've never done it because we're too big. You have to be
Yeah.
a child to do this,
Too
so I'm
big.
gonna put in D.
Sorry, sorry,
have you-
babies.
Have you done Skull Island?
Did I do it with you?
I don't think so. It's just a movie ride, but the saving grace is at the end of the ride, you slowly drive by a giant robot King Kong head. And it's like articulated. Like it's like like its eyebrows are going up and down like and you're like really close to it, so that's pretty cool. But otherwise it's just a movie ride, but it's all around you. So it's slightly better than Fast and Furious. I'd put it in C.
Okay. Cat in the Hat. What is
It's
that?
cute. It's a cute little dark ride. It's just like it goes through the story of the Cat in the Hat.
Oh yeah, no, I like Cat in the Hat. It's like a little. It's not like a roller coaster, but you move through the carts, right?
It's cute.
And they've got like thing 1 and thing 2 on like a seesaw.
Yep, it's cute.
I give it a B.
Yeah, put in B. Hulk's tough because I love the Hulk.
It was awesome when it first came out.
You go underwater, which is really cool.
Uh-huh.
But you can't use your phone in the line, and it's so
the line is so long.
It is a 60-minute wait.
And how many times do you have to see Asian Hulk before you lose your mind?
So these motherfuckers, piece of shit assholes, because somebody who was on the Hulk one time, the Hulk is a ride that goes over people walking around the park, and somebody's pocket knife fell out of his pocket and hit somebody in the head, and it could have killed them. So now when you go on the Hulk, anything
you can't have anything
has to be put in a locker, which means you're in a 60-minute line with no phone, nothing but, unfortunately, the company of your family and friends, which, as we know, is not enough.
We played the name game for like 2 hours.
And here's the thing. These motherfuckers didn't even try to make an entertaining line. All you can watch is the same 3 loops of CG people walking into a Hulk
and
chamber.
Getting turned in. It's Asian Hulk.
It's
Girl
Asian
Hulk.
Yeah.
And it's like not
Child.
it's not a
Zoomer.
zoomer, but he's like he's like a zoomer, yeah.
It's a kid. So the adult Hulk, the Asian Hulk, walks in. He gets turned to Hulk. He gets mad. He starts blowing shit up. And he's like, ah! The Zoomer Hulk, of course, walks in with his headphones.
With his headphones on because they always be on their phone.
And he gets turned into Hulk. He's like, oh, me want to check Twitter. So he presses on his phone.
Breaks the phone.
His headphones are too big for his big head, so he gets mad. Starts destroying shit. And then, of course...
And then Woman Hulk.
Of course, Woman Hulk doesn't become a mindless beast. She becomes like an intelligent, strong woman.
Well, to be fair, She-Hulk is a lawyer.
That's true.
So maybe Hulk mutation only makes men stupid.
Maybe it only makes men stupid. Yeah, because the Woman Hulk. First of all, Woman Hulk don't become big hulking steroid.
No, she becomes a hot, sexy big lady.
Yeah, becomes like a hot, like kind of muscular big woman.
Woman Hulk is the only one whose clothes don't get ripped off.
That's true. Everybody else's clothes get shredded.
Everybody's clothes get completely shredded and they walk out with booty shorts. But she comes out, she's got freaking Lycra on and it stretches with her.
Complete bullshit. Total double standard.
I honestly think it's cowardice that they don't make She-Hulk the same exact thing as Hulk.
It should be. I 100% agree. She-Hulk should be a big fucking roided out Scott Steiner monster.
But you guys want to have sex with her.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, I'd put it in A. It's a great ride.
Yeah, it is a good ride.
And then finally, we have the Hogwarts Express.
Is that just the train between the parks?
It's the train between the parks, but there's like a fun, cute show.
It's really cool conceptually as a, it's literally just transportation.
And I've seen the actual train, like, go by, and it's extremely slow. Because the amount of time it takes to go between parks is actually, if you, like, go at a decent rate, is like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But because they want it to be a ride, it's moving like this.
But they show like a TV screen movie, and it's like, oh, you're really going. You're really going.
It's cute. I like it.
And what I like about it is, so they have the window that you can see the trip to Hogwarts. Yes. But at the same time, on the other side, there's like there's like a
interior.
door, like the
Yeah.
interior, and there's like shadows of like Harry Potter running by and like the frogs getting let out. It's cool. It's cool.
If you're a Harry Potter fan, it's fucking awesome. I'm not, but I still thought it was cool, so I'd put it in B.
Well, there it is, chat.
There it is. Brennan, screenshot that shit, post it on Twitter, and I'm gonna and tag Podcast the Ride.
Podcast the Ride.
Tag them and say, "Debate us, cowards." They had Zack Ryder on, so maybe they're wrestling fans. I mean, Matt Cardona. Fed check.
Yeah, don't friggin'. Hold on. I'm gonna post it on the Discord so that I don't lose it.
And who should we raid? New Legacy?
Sure. Boo, boo, sicka, boo, sicka, sicka, boo, sicka, sicka, boo, sicka, sicka, boo. Ball, how, ball, how. Okay.
I can't say that one. I can't say that.
What? Oh, Boombanenga?
I can't say that.
Yeah, I definitely hit you with it. What did you just call me?
All right, I'm going to bed.
Slash raid New Legacy Inc. All right, everybody pee and tell them
Bye.
that they
Tell them Large Marge sent you.
Tell them Large Marge. I watched that with my kids 2 weeks ago. They loved it.
Yeah. Good night.
Bye.